to unmute because I'm a professional. And we are here with some Vecna Lives with some wonderful people. I believe Josh just went to get a cup of coffee. He's not asleep this week, which is awesome. And unfortunately, Zippy is having some issues with Windows Update, but he will be back. He will be here as soon as he is able. And we also have this mysterious guest who is waiting in the wings for their arrival. Yep. Josh is getting coffee. So, seeing as how Josh's character Mickey went on a bender last week, why don't we greet the two people who are here. Dawn, how are you today and who will you be playing?
I'm awesome. I love this game. I look forward to it every week. I'm playing Sir Tomb. He is a badass, but he is not very good with people or very smart. He actually doesn't have a lot of skills outside of hurting things.
Excellent. Which, you know, is not a bad thing when it comes to Vecna, baby.
Yeah.
Myth, how are you and who are you playing today?
I am doing fantastic. It's so good to be here. I'm playing Rogan Thunderbeard, I believe his last name is. I always forget because we just call him Rogan. Rogan Thunderbeard, he is an artificer gunsmith, pretty much just an arcane hunter. He's pretty cool. He loves smoking on his pipe, and he loves shooting stuff, and he loves trying to talk his way out of things, but he's not very very good in the charming or the charismatic. But he tries his best to just get along with everyone and try to do he tries to do what everyone else does, and but probably fails at it. He is a Dungeons and Dragons character, so yes, there is combat skills that he does possess. And that's usually it.
Awesome. Josh, how are you today? Oh, he doesn't have his headphones on. Hold on. Josh, how are you today? And
I do.
who will you be playing?
Yeah, I'm alone. Yeah, I'm good. I am here. I am playing Mickey, the wonderful... Everything just suddenly flickered for me for a second there. I think I'm good.
You good? We have you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm playing Mickey Cartwell, who is the rogue of the party. He's quick to talk, quick to drink, quick to pass out and miss an entire episode. He's just all-round good guy. Fantastic. And also, I wasn't aware that we were on a ship until just now.
Yeah.
Mickey has a history. Mickey has a history as a pirate, so this could be interesting.
That's gonna be real interesting. You see, because Mickey went on a bit of a bender last week after the
he drank too much sleeping potion.
Yeah, the Vecna cultist attacked, and he's like, "I'm getting a bunch of liquor from the bar because I'm just done with all this. I'm done. You guys do whatever. I'm done. You interrogate." And so you went to the bar, and you don't really remember. Well, we'll get to that in a bit. But first, Mickey is asleep down below decks, as he has been for the past couple of days, maybe, who knows. But currently, I do believe that the sail of the boat is on fire. So,
right.
What do you who are topside? Kane doesn't know what to do. He's like, I've been on a boat before, but the boat's never been on fire. And so, what does Rogan and Tomb, do they want to do anything about this?
It's rather simple. What Rogan does is he kind of just like waits for it to either stop burning or for it to fall off of, like he cuts the bottom ropes and then he just waits for it to like burn and fall towards him or onto the deck. Okay. And then from there he just tries to like scoop it up with like the end of his gun and just throws it overboard.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's not really much of a put it out. It's more of like, now we don't have a sail. Okay. This thing is fucked. Because we'd spent like, I don't know, how many rounds did we...
It was a few.
Yeah, it was a few rounds. Several. So, I mean, it was pretty burned. So, we just... so I think it's just like, whoops, well, at least let's throw this sail away before we, burn the mast and the boat. So
you see that
I just kind of throw it overboard.
Some of the sailors have buckets of water that they're just pulling up, and they're like throwing it on the mast itself, so the mast hopefully doesn't catch on fire. Is Tomb doing anything, or is he just watching the world burn? Yep.
He seems very nonplussed.
Got it. Love it. Eventually, they managed to get the mast soaked enough where they don't think it's going to catch. They're throwing buckets of water onto the top deck as well, just to get it wet, so when the falling, burning pieces of sail hit, the deck doesn't catch. They're pretty efficiently. It takes you a little bit, but you do manage to put out the fire, which is good, because you guys don't want that. That's not advisable.
Correct.
Yeah. Generally, you don't want the boat on fire. All right.
You are welcome.
Torm's like, oh, well, I suppose we be needing a new sail here soon. We're not going to move nearly as quickly without one, but we are...
Aye, but I mean, how much of the sail do we really need, and how much wind are we using to go upriver?
Well, we are going against the current, so the sail is a good bit helpful. Aye. However, we might
Aye.
have enough pieces of mending for the sail that we might be able to improvise something.
She looks towards like the pile of sail that is going down river in the water.
Right. Let's mend it. Now it's a good idea.
I mean, like extra pieces in case there's a rip.
Oh,
We have,
all right,
we have
all right.
pieces of sailcloth below decks.
I did forget that I had mending. I could have easily fixed that situation.
It happens.
Whoops.
Whoops. All right. So, he sends Lucille below deck to scavenge about for spare pieces of cloth that they could stitch together to make a new sail, smaller sail, some type of sail. But before we do that, let's check in on Mickey. Maybe? He's on a bender. You know, it's fine. Mickey. Oh! Zippy is at 92%. We should have him here soon.
Oh.
But we're going to go down below decks as they go scavenge for spare pieces of cloth to make a new sail. Mickey, you remember going to the bar and somebody bought you a drink. A very nice, expensive drink. And, you know, would Mickey drink that very nice, free, expensive drink?
Can I insight check?
Yeah, you can insight check.
I automatically fail as I'm unprepared and don't have my roll20 open.
Okay. You automatically fail.
I've opened it up, but it's opened up in a previous game, so I'm in the wrong roll20. So Mickey crit fails automatically.
All right.
Because I'm nothing if not.
You failed your
This is
profession's
a
streamer
delicious-
guest.
This is like your favorite alcohol.
It's the equivalent of Irish whiskey.
It
and,
is.
just like sweet.
And
they,
like aged 20 years. It's
That's
oh,
a dwarven whiskey.
it's good.
It's put down in front of him. Mickey doesn't realize there's a glass next to it, so he just takes the bottle, uncorks it,
Yeah.
and just begins to drink. And like at the beginning, he's coherently just like, and Tome is what is Tome's deal? I mean, the guy's completely, and then I've got to deal with everyone else, and they're just drinking, and finally by the end of it, he's just sort of like sobbing as he's just like, I just don't understand it. Like, they're fucking useless, and they keep threatening and mentioning his name. And then by like the final bit, he's just lying there, just like, pumpkin. That's fun to say.
Yeah, and actually, you get drunk surprisingly quickly off of this bottle.
Almost as if I've been drugged.
Almost as if you've been drugged.
Okay.
Should have rolled an insight on the bottle.
I'm in now. I'm gonna roll an insight on the bottle.
It's a bit late for that. As
It's probably
I roll
detect poison.
all right, you have weird dreams. You
Okay.
Yeah, you dream of running around town, doing some shopping. You have dreams of some chick. Can't really make out the face, but you wake up. You feel like your eyes are closed. You feel the rocking of a ship. You're on board some type of vessel, and you open your eyes, and you look down, and there is someone in bed with you.
Sweet.
Lovely guest.
Yoza.
Yeah.
I was right. Not my guess. It was
Not my guess. So,
Hi, everyone.
Hi. How you doing?
Kiana, could you please describe How are you doing today, first of all?
I am doing great. I am so excited to be here and to probably fuck up the boys a little.
All right. Awesome.
I am playing Lacey Karma, who is Mickey's ex-girlfriend. She's a bard lock, and she had a healthy level of obsession with Mickey. Totally healthy. Not stalkerish at all.
Mickey, she's totally your stalker ex-girlfriend. You wake up and you look, and this chick is in your hammock with you in your tiny room. And she, of course, I would assume Lacey's already awake and staring up. Could you describe what Lacey looks like?
Is Mickey?
Yeah, so Lacey, being of an Arc-Fae warlock and College of Glamour, is beautiful no matter what hour of the day it is.
That's so good.
She had honey, kind of wavy hair, big blue eyes. She always looked like she had makeup on, but in the natural way. And she has this flower crown that's magical and always blooming and just gives off this perfume of delicate flowers. She totally like had her arm propped up against the pillow, just watching Mickey as he wakes up.
There's no pillow, it's a hammock. So
you guys are in a hammock.
A hammock, yeah. So totally just.
You know how, like, I don't know if you've ever slept in a hammock, but everything just it just dips. So like we're
Gravity.
like face to face.
Right.
We're like face to face where Mickey wakes up and like it's just
Morning.
Am I armed?
I don't think so. I think you're pretty unclothed at the moment.
Can I still have one boot on with a knife in? And other than that, just be complete.
One boot with a knife.
Well, I don't know, Lacey. Since you drugged him, how would you have Mickey right now?
Ooh.
Wow.
I will point out, I specifically picked a brothel background this week.
You did.
So, yeah.
Uh-huh. You should have chose the hammock background, but
Yeah, I should have done.
Should have. Oh no, Mickey is nothing.
Nothing at all. It's almost like I'm wearing nothing at all. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to Lacey.
Yes, of course.
Lacey, right. While this is happening, because I'm an Eldritch Knight, I
Yes.
can automatically summon my weapon
Yes,
to
you
my
can.
grasp. I'm going to summon my weapon
Okay.
and cut the hammock. Fuck! It's like, shit!
You cut the hammock and you both fall onto the ground. She's obviously still on top of you, but you're on the floor of this deck now, of below decks.
Yep.
wait, what's your build? What are you? You're an Eldritch Knight, thief,
I'm an
wizard,
I'm
paladin, ranger.
I'm broken
Shaman?
as all shit. I am an Eldritch Knight, swashbuckler rogue. So I have magic, fighter, and rogue, and expertise. And I took the prodigy feat because fucking I don't get to play high level characters very often. I broke my character.
Right.
But yeah, it's just like lying there and like he's like, okay, like in his mind he's like, okay, summon weapon, slice hammock, roll stylishly to the side, draw up into defensive stance. But what actually happens is he slices the hammock, hits the floor, and realizes that he's so hungover.
Yeah,
And he
you are
just
really
lays there like,
hungover.
oh fuck. Lacey, what? Right. You want to explain? You just want to explain? Just explain. Just.
Explain what?
I forgot how unique your voice is.
I've always been told that I had a really nice voice.
Where did we meet? Where?
I mean, it was clearly fate. We bumped into the bar together. I was back home from Bard College, and then you asked,
Right,
you know.
you went to college. That was it. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A college girl.
You're not in the scene. You can't judge me, okay? Don't judge me on past conquests. So
I thrust myself into the scene like a true power gamer.
Okay, so you're back from college, and we met at the bar or something?
Of course. I mean, it was probably the fate that brought us together again. It's been so long since I last saw you.
Just, we're talking fate as in, like, the divine fate. We're not talking fate as in blonde, sort of pixie cut. Doesn't matter. It's not important. Look,
person.
Yeah, like, oh God, please tell me fate wasn't there as well.
Fate was at Arcane College. Oh, shit.
How have you been? I haven't seen you since, well, the incident with your father and the stuff. How are you? You look well. You look very close to my face.
She doesn't move at all, considering how close she is to you. I mean, I've been good, but didn't you get the letters I sent? I mean, I detailed everything that I did every day.
Yep, letters. So I've been moving around quite a bit, and clearly they haven't caught up with me yet. But don't worry, as is inevitable, I'm sure, like everything, it will catch up with me. And I will deal with that in time. So, you're on... Lacey, where the fuck am I? Just like looking around like, the floor is moving.
Why is the floor moving?
What the fuck is going on?
When we were talking last night, or the other night, you told me that you and your friends were going to Verberbog, and I said I could help because I have some people there that you could contact about all the stuff you were doing. You've been talking a lot about your friends. They seem really nice. But no, I
was drunk. Whew, okay. And we're heading to the place with the name with the
yeah, Verberbog.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're traveling with us, and we're on a ship.
Yeah, you weren't sure if your friends would like let me on, so you made me invisible, and then we got on here. I've been trying to keep you a low profile around until you could introduce me properly, because I really want to be introduced to your friends.
Right. Introducing you.
This huge ordeal just because she wants a proper introduction to your friends. You sneak me onto the ship. I'll stay there for hours. We'll spend the night together, but I need to be invisible around your friends until you're ready.
What he doesn't realize is that it's been 3 days on the board of the ship already.
So how many...
It's so good.
How many?
And she's just been patiently waiting for the perfect introduction.
So how many stops between sort of here and where we're going? How many times are we making port? Because Mickey's thinking like, how soon until you can get off? Like, right. Or I can get off.
Mickey also probably thinks we're on the ocean.
Oh God. So
we have to stop and get supplies. We're going upriver. What?
What?
So maybe I should meet. I should go. I'm gonna go talk to the. There's the not very tall one. There's the medium tall one, and then there's the very tall, nasty one.
Medium.
So I should go and see what they're doing and figure out a way to introduce you to all of my friends who I'm totally going to, I need to do the introductions. Lacey, do you still cook?
Yeah, I do.
Fantastic. Bacon, anything with bacon on it. And Mickey just stands up, like, confidently, just like, and Mickey is going to just like, he's so bowled over by this, he will not get dressed. He's going to walk up entirely naked, armed with a rapier, very hungover, sort of like rubbing his face.
In hand or around your waist?
Yeah, I was going to say, which
I've
rapier
got, like,
are we talking about?
I've got the rapier. Like I'm gonna like strap it round my waist, thinking, and I'm gonna march up.
Thinking it's your pants. It's connected to your pants.
And I'm gonna,
right. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Hey, I'm not. Hold on. Let me just check. Mickey is. Mickey has a 20 strength. Mickey is ripped. Fuck you. Like Mickey flaunts it. So I'm gonna come up onto on deck. And realize the sail was like burnt to all shit. There's ash everywhere. There's panic.
There's blood. There's a few body parts of fishmen.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
There's like a flaming ball of fabric at the end of Rogan's like rifle as he just throws it overboard. Probably at that time, where he's just like, "All right, it's taken care of."
What?
What? Where are you? Mickey, you're not wearing any pants?
That is not the fucking priority right now. Where in the fuck am I? And what the fuck happened to the ship?
Well, now you're on the main deck, and we could all see your main deck. Maybe you should probably go ahead and put your pants on.
I'll fucking main deck you in a minute. That's what I'll do. Fucking where are we?
I'm not sure if I like where this analogy is going.
I'm not. Okay.
We set it on fire. It was necessary.
All right, he doesn't know why. All right, we were attacked by several fish people, you see. And then also, you're right, like a couple of hours ago, just now actually. It was last week, but it seems like it was really no. So it happened moments ago. I'm actually still shaking from it as he like holds up his hand and he's like the adrenaline's still pumping. Moments ago, there was probably what woke you. And there were these three ladies there. You wouldn't like them. They were wrinkly, old. They smelled like bilge. Anyway, they were.
Deal with more ladies right now. No more ladies. No more ladies for the next 20 minutes. Okay.
20 minutes.
Okay, all right.
He's not an animal. Come on.
Right. Exactly.
All right. So, fine. Don't worry. They're gone. We've dispatched them, and we dispatched the fish people as well. The only thing we had to do is, of course, take some precautions in our safety, and our safety was mine when I was on the crow's nest, and I lit the sail on fire.
Why would you? Okay, right. So,
what?
When I came on board the ship, was I? And I'm gonna like get uncomfortably close to Rogan because I'm completely naked. But I'm gonna drape one arm on my shoulder and bring him in like a close embrace. Zippy.
We've got a Zippy. Hold on.
He's got a bedroom background this time.
He does. It's the super fancy bedroom background 3000.
I don't know if he's actually there. Is he actually there? Zippy?
No, he is.
He is.
He's moving. I don't know if he can hear us yet.
Okay.
All right.
Zippy, we love you. We'll be ready when you're ready, okay?
Okay.
Oh, we'll wait for you, Zippy. I'll wait. So I draw.
Wait as long as it takes.
I draw Rogan into like a bro hug, but I'm again naked. And
Hey!
you're a little shorter than me, so like
A medium.
stuff-
I'm a little more medium than you, I believe, is what you're trying to say.
Oh, you'd consider okay, right? So you're medium in comparison to. Right. Look, that's not the point. When I came on board,
You're touching me with your point right now.
right.
Please let go of me.
When I came on board last night, what exactly, like, was I? How drunk was I?
For human or for what you mean? Like, cause I mean, you're hiding it rather well, but I could tell that like you'd look at me, and I could see that you were focusing on something behind me while you were trying to, like.
If you were
You're pretty there.
you'd be hammered.
Right? Yeah. Aye.
So, Zippy, I'm completely naked, just so you know.
Yes, he is completely naked with a rapier strapped around his waist on the deck of the ship, and you guys put up
Questioning
fire that was the
everything.
sails.
Questioning everything, why the
Everything.
ship was on fire, where I am.
Oh, also Kiana's here. Surprise.
Also,
Yes.
Kiana.
I know. I apologize to everyone. I got stuck in the dreaded Windows update.
Ugh.
It happens.
Which is exciting because that's a foreshadow to my day, I think.
Oh, good God. Yeah, no. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. Let's continue.
I'm gonna, so basically what you're saying is, it was like I was looking at someone who wasn't really there.
Like a spirit?
No spirits.
Well, no,
no spirits for at least another
Like
30 minutes. Like,
I was chalking it up to the fact that you were sloshed and you're trying your best to find focus, but I was like over here and you were like, hey, Rogan, you are short. And I was like, excuse me, I'm medium. I'm not short. And you're like, whatever, you and you bearded bastard. And then you walked and it seemed as if you put your arm around something that wasn't there as you like kind of like caught yourself. It was rather odd, but anyway, you kind of waltzed away, and then you held the door for a moment longer, and then that was 2 days ago.
By the way,
we're-
days.
Yeah, we haven't seen you since.
we try to put a lifeline around your waist, and so you wouldn't fall off the ship. But
Did anybody check on me during that time?
I came in like maybe once or twice while you were sleeping to make sure you were on your side. So if you vomited, you wouldn't choke on it.
I did not.
This is true. Toombs did not. Your hands are very clammy.
Look, guys, everyone just huddle up for a second. Rogan just leaves.
Everyone huddle up. He's like,
Thanks, buddy. Guys, so, there's like the cultists and stuff that we were dealing with and all that.
Yes.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, with the pumpkin and all that stuff. Well, see, they're not the only cultists that I have priors with. See, there's other cultists out there who have different followings. Some of them.
You mean religions?
I mean, I wouldn't quite go that far, but to be honest, at this point, it's kind of getting that way. Like, there's a couple of groups of, we'll call them primarily females who follow.
A brothel.
Yeah, like a brothel.
Like a brothel. They follow the headmistress.
Like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Except they want to fuck the headmistress. I'm the headmistress, and they follow you home, and then you have to move because they won't leave your house.
So you're saying that there's a cult out there that worships you as like a god, a warrior poet?
Look, what I do
A
to
deviant?
earn my worship, there we go. So there may or may not be a cultist down below. And I point down, sort of like simultaneously at my junk and like below deck. And I'm just like, who may have snuck aboard the ship with me. And she may also be my ex-girlfriend. So when are we next?
Sorry about that. Kind of went comatose there. What happened?
Apparently, Mickey has brought in a stowaway that he is fornicating with down below.
No.
A cultist.
you
A
guys
cultist.
may have
What?
heard noises, but you didn't want to interrupt.
I thought he was getting sick when I heard all that moaning. But if she is moaning that much, Mickey, I think you're letting her do all the work. You gotta reciprocate.
I was fucking unconscious for 2 days. Don't talk to me about not putting in my end. I always put my end in.
I mean,
The layers of metaphor are becoming confusing to me.
Kane just kind of blinks.
Oh, dear God.
Is she pretty?
I don't think that matters. Really.
No, it doesn't. But is she?
Look, she's pretty good. I mean, she's to be completely honest, her sister's fucking. But that's not.
Oh, you couldn't get with the sister, so you decided to go with the younger sister.
It didn't. No.
Second best, right?
I still
don't
got.
think I like when this conversation.
I still got with the sister, and we never speak of that because she doesn't necessarily know about this, and there was also an incident with her mother. Look, it's all very complicated and all in the past, and I'd really rather leave it there.
I think you just
along
have
with
commitment
her.
problems.
Commitment. That's right. My problem is I have no interest in commitment. I'm already committed to traveling with you fucking idiots, and that's quite enough commitment for me, okay?
Well, while you were
no
passed
one's
out,
really
bumping and grinding
making-
jibbly bits, we took down sea hags.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You also fucked the entire ship. I only
Correct.
fucked
It was
one thing.
necessary.
Rogan did that with his fire and his lightning.
Okay,
Welcome.
I defended everyone valiantly.
You wanna know one of the mottos in my fucking cult, Rogan? When you use your weapon, you clean up after yourself. So fucking sort this mess out, and somebody bring me bacon and hair of the dog, please.
We should torture the cultist and find out what she knows about
No.
I
yes.
also just
we'll give
heard
it a
from
rack.
his mouth that he's a cultist.
Toom. Listen very
Yes.
carefully to me. I am
Okay.
interrogating her. I am doing it my way. It is tried and tested, and you don't need to get involved in it, okay?
I'm very good at it.
Well, maybe they've
One
already
day-
seen the
one-
bad cop, and now it's time for the good cop. All right, and he like, and then he starts to
Good cop,
braid
bad
his
cop.
hair, braid his beard, and then starts to walk
Wait,
down.
Rogan.
What? Yeah.
I've done good cop, bad cop, daddy cop, everything. Don't fucking get involved, please.
Daddy
Right,
cop.
right.
Like it's.
I feel slightly
I
uncomfortable.
feel like a lot of conversation is happening and not a lot of crying of bacon right now. So can we rectify this situation, please?
We don't have any pigs.
While this is going on, let's see what Lacey is doing down below decks. Lacey, Mickey walked up with only his rapier on him aboard the ship. What did you do as soon as he was gone?
Oh, well, he asked for bacon, so she's clearly going to go and try to make breakfast for everyone because she'll do anything for Mickey.
Of course. Of course. You go to the
But she
galley.
realized there's no bacon on board, so she starts killing the crew to then skin them and use them for the long pig
It's
meats.
long pig.
Yeah, exactly.
Myth, what
He
do you
said he
mean
needs
you know what-
bacon, and there's no bacon on the ship.
So
like a local guard, and just like
you go to the
Just walks in,
the,
there's someone hanging upside down, and she's just skinning the shin of a guard.
Ow.
You do find bacon, but you do find salted pork and stuff that would be like rations for traveling. You can easily turn that into some bacon. You cook up a wonderful breakfast, and you make enough for everybody because you know exactly how many people are on this ship.
Of course I do.
Yeah. And you cook up what exactly do you cook up for breakfast?
Well, I know that he's super hungover, not because of me, obviously. So stuff with protein, some carbs, just
Like
stuff that
breakfast
works
sandwiches?
out. Yeah. And so I'll put that
fajitas.
do a makeshift tray.
Yeah, you have a big old makeshift tray just stacked full of breakfast sandwiches. And you probably have them all done by now because you're very efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you think you hear him talking up deck or yelling about something.
Yeah, so I also
it's quiet, but every now and again I lose my shit.
Yeah, exactly.
True Mickey.
And you see this adorable half-elf woman exit from below decks with a tray full of delicious-looking breakfast sandwiches, everyone.
Right now, look, guys, before we talk to her, no take.
All right.
All right, because
I've already used the restroom.
Look, what I'm saying is she's already been taking the Mickey for the past 2 days. She doesn't need any more. And I'm gonna walk over and be like, Lacey, sweetheart, it smells just like your mother made it. I'm just gonna take a sandwich, and I'm going to just take a flagon and start drinking again immediately to hair of the dog and eating bacon.
Kane just watches Mickey, making sure that he doesn't keel over on the spot before he reaches over for a breakfast sandwich.
The breakfast sandwiches are exquisite. They're very excellently prepared.
He puts it to his mouth, sniffs it, kind of looks at Lacey, and then
Mickey's just eating, despite the fact that he was drugged for 2 days by this guy. It's bacon. Mickey has limits.
This is delicious. Thank you, Lacey.
It's my pleasure. Mickey has told me a lot about all of you. All really good things. I'm Macy Karma, by the way. It's really nice to meet all of you.
Tomb, we're going to be playing nice, aren't we?
And Tomb reaches for a breakfast sandwich, and he picks it up, and he kind of like he's got gauntlets on. So he's shredding the bread as he tries to peel it open. Is there any pumpkin on this bread?
No, there's no fucking pumpkin.
Why would we want to eat pumpkin?
No, look, oh God.
I get what he's doing. I get it. Yes, Tomb. Damn, aye. Is there any pumpkin in this bread?
And I kind of like look at everybody.
No, none that I've tasted. But then again, I don't partake in dead flesh.
No.
You're eating bacon.
So Lacey, this is Sir Tomb. Sir Tomb is
a man. Just
a
a man.
few words. Like 2% words.
Yeah.
89% man.
Like most men.
I'm gonna say he's also about 5% worms for some reason that we don't need to go into right now because I'm too hungover. This is Rogan. Rogan is the reason the ship was on fire.
A pleasure. What else has he said about me?
As I kind of waltz towards the tray and then go up on my tiptoes and grab 2 sandwiches.
Well, he said that you were a really good shot, that you had this really interesting trinkety kind of bird thing, which seems really interesting. I'd love to talk more about it with you.
I point up, like when you say really good shot, I point up at the fucking damage to the ship. I'm like, yeah, fantastic. And
a chunk of the mast is missing, and of course it is scorched on the deck from where the sail is left, or the sail fell.
And then this is Kane. Kane
was born in a hamlet.
Oh my God, Kane! We are on the move. How is that still possible?
No, and he pulls out a map and he points to a
It's literally. Please tell me it's a map that says you are here and then 70 miles an hour.
So
he just
it moves with us.
He points to a elvish town called Hier, right there, and then he drags his finger south and he points to a human village named Hamlet, but it's spelt Hamlet.
I hate you so much. I hate you so fucking much. I am actually angry at you. I'm so impressed and so angry. Okay, so that is Kane.
I am Kane.
Kane talks to dead people and unfortunately sometimes talks to living people as well.
And he as he says dead people, this giant spectral being that looks like Maui from Moana, if he also had armor that made him look like a turtle, just appears right next to Mickey. Oh, so do you talk to dead people as well?
Who, me?
Da.
Why would I? Why would I do that?
Why would I don't know. Why would you talk to dead people?
Exactly. So no, maybe think about it before you ask me stupid questions when I am this hungover.
Well, I mean, you're talking to dead people right now. So.
I know, and I'm not enjoying it, so I'm going to cease. I'm going to cease and desist. And I mentioned, at this point, Mickey looks at the crew and is like, "The fuck are you looking at?" As he's just standing there naked.
They're actually not paying you much mind, surprisingly.
Mickey, I do not think that they care.
Not everything's about you, Mickey. Jeez.
No, not everything is about you.
Okay, so why?
Some people just don't care.
Nah.
All right. So
I'm really off today.
So where are we? We're heading to this village. Lacey has offered to assist in catering and
Bumping jiggly bits.
I look questioningly to Lacey. I'm like, is that still on the menu? Are we still good?
No, little lord. No, they don't bump jiggly bits. They do other stuff.
What kind of stuff?
You don't want to know. I'll tell you when you're older.
Were you in my room last night?
I saw you do some very bestial stuff.
I'll fucking do some bestial stuff to you in a minute if you don't fuck off.
This big spectre just kind of wraps his arm around it.
Oh, Gigoto like this one. Gigoto finds him very funny, and he kind of picks him up off the ground.
I impale him with my rapier.
It goes right through. He's a ghost.
Okay, hold on. What spells do I have? Fuck this. No. I misty step out of range of him. Fuck you.
Oh. Well, I was going to say half elf was favorite, but no longer. I like big worm guy, and small bearded dwarf, and of course you, young lord.
All right, Chikoto, you can go.
It's off now.
Yes, I have no further use for you.
Why do you say it like that? Like I'm some kind of tool for you to call when you need. Whatever.
And he kind of just mystifies away. Whoosh, goes with the wind.
Kane, it's like all your least useful qualities concentrated into another form. It's wonderful. Please stop.
What do you mean? Chikoto is a strong, pillar of my community. He was a gatekeeper. He protected the gates from the undead.
Who's watching the gates right now? Maybe he should do his fucking job.
He's been dead for 300 years.
Pretty good point.
I looked at Rogan. I'm like, I know, right?
Right.
He protected you with the cultists. He jumped in front of those the swirling spirits and absorbed most of them.
Right. Okay. Well, tell him thanks and all, but I really
you are most welcome, tiny little half.
Mickey is done with the day.
I would also like to point out that you are naked, except for a sword, which I find funny because it's like a metaphorical sword. But you're in the presence of a lady.
No,
I mean I know she's done weird stuff with that rapier, but
there are no ladies aboard this ship, and if there are, they look. Lacey, sweetheart. These are the people that I was telling you about, and these are the reason we had such a wonderful night drinking myself into oblivion.
He's an alcoholic, but he's a high-functioning alcoholic. He reminds me much of my father.
No, there's too many daddy issues aboard this ship already. I can't add that more. Kane, just stop, okay? Because it's not useful coming from you. I finger gun Lacey.
Well, I mean, my father was a powerful, respected member of the community, even though he did step out a lot, but...
I have parents, too.
Really? What are your parents like, Toombs?
Oh, you do not want to know.
So your
But
contribution to this conversation is, here's a thing about me that I refuse to reveal. That's your contribution to this conversation right now.
well, I mean, he is 2% words, 98% man.
And he's still like, not even consciously, he's like continuing to pick at the bread, and it's just like the sandwich is just a mess all over
There's
his
some
gauntlet.
seagulls like by your feet picking at the breadcrumbs.
Perhaps
There's a seagull on his helmet, just kind of like pecking at the sandwich.
it doesn't bother him. He says, perhaps we should speak about
Verbabonk.
our plans for Verbabonk.
Okay. So, what's the plan? Bring me up to speed.
Well, we know that there's a cult
Right.
there, from Mordekaiden, but we just got to find them first.
And then kill them.
Incapacitate them, render them useless.
Permanently.
Not permanently. You are just fueling the necromancy.
Right. So we wanna see them, find them,
And put them in a dank, dark hole, which they can never escape until we're done dealing with Vecna.
Yes. 6 feet.
eyes, put them in a prison, and then we deal with Vecna, and then we kill them after.
No, we do not kill them. Wow, what
good.
is with
All right.
you in killing them?
I was just worried that I was having a part of this conversation filled out in my brain before having the conversation. And I'm glad, because what I had in my brain was wrong with what you were thinking. So I'm glad we spoke.
These people might not have had any choice to become cultists. Brainwashed, broken, conditioned. They might not have chosen, and then we're going to kill them because they were forced to be something that they're not?
Interesting.
I think Kane might have a really good point there. And do you guys know where to find them? Because I might have a way to help find them if you don't know yet.
We know that they're in Verbabonk, but we do not know their exact location. Vecna has been using...
Pumpkin.
Oh, right. Sorry. Pumpkin. That's the code word. You're in the group, so you're allowed to know.
Oh, no, Mickey told me about that already.
Ah,
Oh, he did he?
Mickey,
Of course he did.
we need to talk about this as a group when we start using Pumpkin's real name, when who knows who Pumpkin is.
You have
Aye.
categorically told absolutely everybody we've encountered, without fail, every single time.
But you're supposed to say...
I tell someone that I've known for fucking years, and you bite my head off over it.
I'm not biting your head off. I'm just pointing out that you should set example.
I think Mickey's got an
For all
anger
of
issue
us
we
to
should
follow.
probably all address here
I am
early
not
on.
here to be a fucking role model. Case in point, I point to Lacey.
What? I find her to be quite charming, and she's quite knowledgeable and easy to talk to. You're doing an
Very
excellent
suspicious.
job. Like maybe 2% suspicious.
Look, Lacey's not the topic of conversation right now. So
Right. Pumpkin.
Speaking of Lacey, so what about just changing it right back
Yeah.
to Lacey being the top. So what were in these sandwiches here? And what do you know about these cultists and how you could get us involved with them? Not suspicious at all, lady.
Well, I can get the recipe to you later, but if you want to know about cults and stuff, I know somebody who does some tours and stuff. His name's Oakland. He's like a friend of a friend. He does tours in Verbabonk of like anything, and he knows, pretty much anything that's going around the city. So we could totally find him. And
Tours.
if you're talking about cult stuff, you might want to keep it subtle around Verbabonk, because there's some cult stuff there, and if you say anything too loudly, the government might get involved, and then you might get arrested, and that would be really bad. I wouldn't want that to happen to any of you.
I put my arm around Lacey because, despite the fact that she is a crazy psycho stalker, lunatic, bitch woman, fucking freak, she's the first person who's actually understood that, and I hold her like she's a lifeline. I just he just holds her and he's like,
wait, if we just bring, alarm to the government and tell them that we're on a mission for Mordenkainen and the Circle of Eight, wouldn't they want to help us?
I mean, the people there, like His Noble Lordship, the Viscount of Wilfric of Riverbank, they prefer to take over the investigation and throw you guys in jail, I think.
Right, so we just overthrow him and take...
We kill him.
We don't kill him. We run him out of town. We put somebody in power that will help us.
That's what I said.
We take power for ourselves.
Why? What? How is the world this stable with you three lunatics roaming around the countryside?
It is not very stable.
It isn't.
There is a cult out there that
worshipping
has also
a giant dead guy.
All things considered,
that's pretty stable.
All things considered, I think we're doing quite well.
Yeah.
Thank you for seeing the way we see it.
So
It only took you 3 days.
We'll take the idea of overthrowing an established government off the table.
We'll put a pin in that. Yeah.
And we'll put back on the table the idea of doing this covertly.
Perfect. All right. Well, I just want to let everyone know here that you know what? Never mind.
No. Go ahead, Rogan. You're.
No, what I was going to say literally makes no sense with my character. So just don't worry about it.
Your character is a wonderful character. I find that
really thank you. I've been questioning it a lot as of late by how Mickey has been pertaining between us three lunatics. So it really does mean a lot between you and Chuchny. How much Chikabab
Chikoto.
I said that. Just it really means a lot. Thank you for that.
Thank you. I love your beard and I love your little vulture. Maybe it is in fact Mickey who's the lunatic, but he perceives everyone else as lunatics.
Well, I like where you are going by opening up and being very positive with your first statement about me, and I think that's really good that two men could talk and compliment one another in a positive light rather than diminishing another like Mickey. So maybe if we just go, well, I like your beard, Rogan, and I like your Chikoto. Mickey,
Mickey,
I like your style. How about that?
I like your self-esteem of how you are.
This has become I want you all to understand that this has now become a therapy group. And I do not subscribe to therapy groups. I will not take part in this.
I'm just trying to do a little bit of building here. I mean, there are lots of times where your hunting group is out in the wilderness and there's nothing to do. And right now, I'm trying to build us as a unit, a strong bond between all of us here. So if anything was to happen in this well-oiled machine, we'd all be ready. Because we don't need to keep talking to each other in the middle of combat or in danger, because we are all on the same wavelength, because we'll already know about everything we need to know and how each other think.
Like, for example, if someone somehow consumes alcohol to the quantity of being unconscious for 3 days, you might want to look into that.
Never
Is that
happened.
what you're saying?
Yes.
I have never been on that bender because my blood is way different than yours. My liver is a powerhouse of emotion and also a well-oiled machine. I'm making that analogy one more time.
There is no way that you can drink so much you are not conscious for the next 3 days.
I place my
That's
hand
true,
on
I'm a dwarf.
Your drinking has become a problem, and I think it's affecting us as a group.
As a whole, right.
You see,
As a whole. It's
also, I
tearing us
like
apart.
your style.
Come
I
up
like the
But
way
your
you
style,
talk.
from below the decks with little
good way to
pieces
sandwich it.
of like sailcloth, but one of the largest pieces of sailcloth actually looks like a banner, and it says intervention. It has like intervention painted on it.
Yes.
She's like, I never thought I'd have use for this again, but it looks like it'll
I
fix most of the
firebolt
sins.
it. I firebolt that fucking piece of the intervention banner. I burn it.
It's going to be a new sale.
Mickey, we thought you were going to do that.
Like,
We had a plan. You were going to probably react that way, and
that's
while
why
you're
we
here,
we wrote on your back intervention. You can't see it, but he turns them around, shows the crew that there's like in like ink intervention.
Mickey's got a lot of tattoos, so if you've like found space, like he has,
He dotted some of the tattoos that make it look like it says intervention. Just drew lines between some of them.
He has an anchor that runs down sort of his back.
So he uses that as the T for intervention.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He just starts, making pictographs.
Right.
all right.
Fuck no.
All right.
Fuck you.
I wrote a letter.
Fuck
I wrote a small thing here. It's
Go on, Rogan.
I thank you, Mickey. We've only known each other for about 3 days now. This is prior to your drinking and your bender. And I just wanted to say I really enjoy our time together. When I see you drink, it reminds me of myself, but not in a good way, in a not so good way. When you drink, you turn into a funny man, but sometimes the funny is not so funny. When you drink, sometimes too much happens, and you start to make fun of my shortness, and I'm not that short. I'm actually medium. Mickey. Also, you really need to worry about your taste in liquor. A lot of the elven wine is your favorite, and it's really embarrassing both as a dwarf seeing his friend enjoy the elven wine. You should really try the Moradin Stout. That's all I have. I ran out of space.
Thank you, Rogan. That was very nice. Mickey,
Anybody else?
what do you have to say to Rogan after hearing his feelings?
You're welcome.
Tomb has come up during the speech to like stand right next to Mickey, and he puts a gauntlet on his shoulder and he says, "We just want you to be the best you."
Perfectly said, Toombs. Perfectly said.
Let's all go for a hug. All right, come here.
All right, hug.
Let's bring it in. Bring it in. Trust
You get in here too, Lacey. Come on.
Lacey, come in. You're one of us now.
I still have my arm around Lacey's.
Yeah, she's already there.
Just and it's a very big squeeze. Like it's almost like it. Like all of us squeezing is just probably takes a lot of the air out of.
Okay.
Clumps of worms
Chikoto.
are falling out of Tomb's face. Everybody.
Forms, and he kind of like he comes in with his big spiritual arms and he puts it around the group and he kind of lifts the entire group up a little bit off the floor.
Oh, it's magical.
I love you guys.
We should really talk about this man here.
Okay. All right. I will broaden my palate when it comes to drinking.
Thank you.
And I will insult you for other things other than your stature. And I will do what I can to make sure that I am the best I can be, which will require me drinking. Kane?
Oh. Just drink better.
Just drink better.
Kane,
Go ahead. Let your feelings be known. This is a safe space.
Safe space.
Safe space. No judgment here.
no judgment here.
No judgment.
Fantastic. You're all fucking idiots. All of you are fucking morons.
I feel like you're judging us now.
Please, you said this was a safe space.
Safe
and
space.
I
He
speak
can
my
say
mind.
what he speak your mind.
You're all fucking idiots. I expect that if any of you were actually in charge of a city, the entire city would riot within 3 days and everything would go to shit. None of you have any decorum, understanding of how the world works. Lacey, you're all right. And I am so fucking sick to death of all of you. I hate you all. I wish you many, many unhappy years because you have aged me since we joined together. And
I like him better when he's drinking.
Yeah,
Can we all agree on that?
He's a little bit better when he's
He's
drinking.
a little bit of a
should
drama
drink
queen.
more.
I'm
You
gonna
should drink.
Yes!
Yes! I was hoping that, he would age
Bottoms
like a
up.
fine wine, but he's aging like milk.
The opposite.
Yeah,
Curdling.
Aging like
really.
milk.
curdling.
Look,
Just have an intervention and then just disregard it completely. Just as a group, never mind.
so I'm going to make this very clear. You guys are not normal. You are not normal. This is a freak accident that 3 people with so few social skills have managed to band together. It is absolutely...
I have wonderful social skills, thank you. It might not be the same over here in Greyhawk in this side of the pond, but I have.
Kane, you had your time. You had your time. This is my time now. Toom, you just need to stop trying to fucking kill everything. That's all you gotta do. Just tone it down. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for a fucking miracle. I'm not asking you turn water to fucking wine. I am asking you not to try and murder, bludgeon, and torture everything we come across. Rogan, learn to fucking aim. For all of the God's sake, learn to aim, and for God's sake, just once don't speak your mind. Just don't. Just when we meet new people, try being anyone other than you, please. That would be amazing. And Kane, A, fuck whoever your spirit friend is. B, fuck wherever your town is. And C, if you ever, any of you ever has an intervention for my drinking again, you are going to push me to the point where I drink and I cannot stop.
No, I don't. I think we all agree just now that we want you to drink more because this side of you is a bit dramatic.
You guys all look and the captain's kind of just scratching at his head with his hook hand.
You! I point to the captain. Over here, now, front and center.
He kind of picks up his peg leg, kind of just amusedly walks down the little stairs to the main deck.
Oh, no, Captain. You don't have to come all the way down here.
No. What is your name?
Oh, that's right. You were on a bit of a bender when you got on me ship. The
His name's Peggy.
Durham Varstock.
I'm so sorry. I forgot your name. No.
The Vaspar. I'll be taking you to Verbabonk.
Okay, fantastic.
And he's got an eye patch, a hook hand, and a peg leg.
All on the same side?
All on the same side.
All right, perfect.
I call him Lefty.
Where?
I call him Peggy.
How many days are we out?
Oh, we're about halfway there. It's been about 3 days' journey.
Okay.
3 days down the river, we'll be at Verbabonk.
Okay. Are we stopping for supplies?
No, we stocked up on all that we needed before heading out. I think we can make shift a new sail as well, even though our main piece of banner got burned up a bit.
Blown to shit.
I hit my mark, by the way, just so everybody knows.
No, you did quite well.
You were aiming.
Thank you.
At the sail.
I hit literally I didn't miss once, just so we're all aware. Everybody who was not taking place at the combat that happened moments ago, who wasn't here.
Your
Mickey.
aim was quite good.
Thank
Master
you.
Dwarf.
You know what we could all do to fix this sail? I think if everyone pitches in their shirts, we can makeshift a sail out of it. I look to the rest of the crew. It's a small sacrifice, but
Half of them are shirtless.
This is the dumbest.
Then your pants.
this is.
I just don't think we need a sail? Like, we just like use oars and push it for the week there?
Oh, we could do that.
It'd be much slower going.
I turn to the captain and say, "Is there anywhere we can stop to make repairs?"
Aye, let me look at me map. I don't believe there is, though. It's all wilderness between here and Verbabunk.
All right. In which case, no, I have absolutely nothing that can assist with repairing and so.
I'm gonna cast Water Walk, hop off the ship, and walk over to the sail that's bobbing, the husk of the sail that's bobbing in the water, and bring it back, and just throw it up onto the deck, climb up on board, and then splay it out and start casting Mending upon it.
Okay, yeah.
And like as I'm like folding it and like pulling it out and extending it, you see it lengthen at the holes, and as it's lengthening and I'm stretching, it's almost if I'm stretching the material into the square that it was.
Yeah, between patches that they have and the sail you're able to that wasn't completely burned, you were able to fashion a new sail for the ship.
Cool.
Very resourceful, Rogan.
Thank you.
I totally forgot that you had that magical ability.
Right, me as well. I think I was just very into the moment of the combat.
I understand.
And of course, burning alight.
Okay.
When Mickey
Do
yells.
we have anything else to do before
When Mickey's not drinking, I get very flustered.
The captain kind of just hooks through a couple sandwiches and walks back up to the steering wheel of the ship.
Do we have any business to take care of before we arrive in town?
Literally none.
Literally none, unless you want to go below deck.
Cool. I pick up Lacey. I literally, I fireman's carry her.
Wait.
You can oppose me if you want, but I've got a plus 16.
Yeah, she is a waif. She is she is not strong at all.
Yeah. I walk over and I literally reach down and lift her up over my shoulder. I'm like, me and you need to have conversations. And I am gonna march below deck.
Is it me, or is it rather fun to get rile him up?
Oh, it's absolutely hilarious.
I hate you guys.
Good plan, guys. Good plan. High fives all around. We did our job. We do like an 80s freeze frame high five. Rogan jumps up and he's like in mid dunk.
And with that 80s freeze frame high five, I think that is the perfect spot to take a brief 5-minute break, get everyone a chance to bio or whatever.
Spent the whole first half just chatting about this bender. So sorry. Oh, man.
Good. This episode is called Karma for a reason. So we're going to take a brief break and we will be right back. while we were on that 5-minute break, I believe that a couple of days have gone by. You are only a few hours away from the city of Verbabunk. What has everyone been doing on the ship for the past few days? Let's just go around. We'll start with, we'll go around this way, or no, this way. We're gonna go around Tomb. What has Tomb been doing on the ship the past couple days?
Eating very little, drinking a lot, and staying downstairs and vomiting pretty frequently. He's pretty sick to his stomach from all the sea travel.
It's a little bit better once you guys get back onto the river. You're not as seasick, but it's still a boat, so.
And every once in a while, if he sees Lacey like walking around, he'll just kind of like not very subtly like follow her, you know, and disapprovingly
investigate.
Yeah, when you follow her around, she's usually
has a newspaper
food or, you know, cleaning, helping out with stuff, people around the ship. So she doesn't seem to be doing anything suspicious. Oh my goodness. Dice Camera Fan, thank you so much for the sub. Oh, and also, anyone who's subbed during this episode, go look below. There is a sub-only Discord where you can join and hang out with all the people and stuff, and it's super cool.
Heckin' yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
What has Rogan been doing during the past couple days on the boat?
Rogan has been still in the crow's nest. He kind of overcame his fear by the fact that he can water walk. I completely forgot I had that. He's probably been a little attracted to Lacey. So I mean, when he does find her, he's very nice and like follows her a bit because he wants to say something but doesn't know what to say. And then he ends up turning around and going back to the crow's nest.
All right. What about Kane?
Kane will spend most of the last day consulting with the spirits.
Okay.
So he'll probably cast clairvoyance.
Okay.
To
Yes.
Not clairvoyance. Augury is the one.
All right. Yes.
Yes. No prophetic stuff. So he summons the spirit of Aitora, who is the ancestral spirit of wisdom. The guy, he's the old man with the owl hood and stuff and the goggles. And he's going to ask questions like, will we find the answers we seek in Verbabonk? Can Lacey be trusted? And the third question is going to be, can this tour guy be trusted?
For your first two questions, you get wheel, which is for good results. Like basically an affirmation of yes. The third question, you kind of get a yes and no.
I see. Well then, we'll just have to be on our toes with this tour guide.
All right, and Lacey, Tomb and Rogan at different intervals have been following you around the ship while you go do stuff. How has Lacey responded to that?
Lacey at first pretends that she doesn't notice. You know, she around the ship, she's been helping out. She's been becoming friends with some of the people on the ship. She uses her charm. She has a +15 to persuasion. She just talks her way into everyone's hearts, essentially.
Yeah, the crew thinks you're great. The captain thinks you're pretty cool.
I don't see why they wouldn't think I'm great.
I know. You're taking over the cooking and everything. Everyone thinks you're pretty awesome. Tomb still seems to be skeptical, but I mean.
Nothing gets its warm wiggling, let me tell you.
And what has Mickey been doing the past couple of days?
Enjoying the salted pork.
Yes.
First things first.
Salted pork.
I need to insight check Lacey. Ask her, A, did she drug me?
Okay. So you.
And B, why is she really here?
Okay. So. What does Lacey say to those questions?
Oh, what am I doing here?
Did you drug him? What's Lacey's response to that?
Of course I didn't drug him. Why would I ever drug him?
Why would someone do
It
that?
was clearly just the fates.
Can I insight?
Yeah,
check
you
that,
can
please?
insight check that.
No. I have. No, I don't have reliable talent.
You don't have reliable talent. I think her passive deception is just even higher than that. So. Oh no!
Fucking that one though.
You're not. You look and you're like. She says, "Why would I? It was fate." And you remember. You think back, and you're not quite sure because your memories of like a few years ago. It's a bit hazy. You've always been a heavy drinker, but you think there may have been some kind of drug named fate.
Okay.
You're not. Yeah, it's a little iffy.
Okay. And secondly,
If I like the purpose of this drug.
Why is she really here?
To help out Mickey, of course.
Okay.
That one is 100%. She's kind of obsessed with you. You've considered restraining orders, but she's always gone back to college at the beginning of the semester before that became necessary.
Okay. In which case, Mickey does what Mickey does.
Mickey do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lacey and Mickey do things against Twitch terms of service.
Against Twitch terms of service. Excellent.
They show each other their feet.
Yeah.
Say words that shouldn't be said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I imagine there's one point on the ship that it ends up just coinciding that Lacey and Tomb, Kane, and Rogan are kind of all in the same area.
For sure. Probably right around mealtime.
I imagine they're following, and then like you walk into a room and there's nothing in there, and they walk in and there's nothing to there's no reason for anyone to be in this room, and everyone just looks at each other awkwardly like.
So yeah, you guys all are all meeting up in a room. It's a few hours before you guys are supposed to arrive. You can kind of see the city in the distance as you sail upriver. This is
what a wonderful city.
Before I forget, and I was meaning to give it to you guys, but then you were seemed busy, doing stuff on the ship, following me around, stuff like that. So,
I tend not to follow.
I didn't do such thing there, right?
I was found. You can find me meditating at the bow of the ship.
It's fine. People do it all the time. And she takes out this tiny little purse she has, and takes out. First, she takes out a cloak, and she hands it to Kane. And she says, I know you said that you were from a hamlet about 70 miles south of here, and I heard that this cloak was imported from there. So I thought it'd be a really nice thing for you to have something from home.
So suspicious, but I can't say no.
Yes. Hamlet makes the most wonderful textiles. I'm going to inspect the cloak.
okay.
Is it of my actual from my actual
on
home?
On the little tag, it says "Made in Hamlet."
Oh, okay. Thank you.
But as you
Thank
kind of
you.
hold it, it seems to be billowing. There's no breeze down here because you're under deck, but it seems to just kind of be always slightly billowing. It's very well made. Textile quality is excellent.
I kind of give it a few flicks, trying to stop it from billowing.
No one anywhere.
Super gracefully whenever you flick it.
I wonder if this will make me look like a superhero.
I mean, I've heard that's supposed to really help make you look heroic, and considering all of you are heroes, it works out perfectly, doesn't it?
I kind of flourish as I bring the cloak
It suits you.
around me.
The color is just right. The collar sits. It's like it was made for you, and it just kind of billows.
Logo on your
slightly.
chest.
I kind of take a kind of heroic pose, let the cape billow in the winds.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lacey. I didn't get you anything in return.
Oh, I mean, just letting me come along the journey is enough. I mean, this was really just as an apology for not introducing myself earlier, and because gifts are good, right?
Chikoto comes up behind Lacey and puts his big arms around her and gives her a, "You help, small lord. You are a friend for life. I protect you with dying breath. Well,
And
undying
afterlife.
breath."
And she takes out a pipe, and she hands it to Rogan.
What's this?
I noticed that sometimes you use a pipe, and this is like a magical one that can. I think it does something about like smoke and stuff like that. I'm not completely sure, but I thought it'd be useful.
Ooh. All right. Thank you. I got you this one.
And he pulls out his old pipe.
And he goes, "That's for you. I thought you'd like it because you had a pipe before, and this is now your pipe."
You might want to sand the mouthpiece. You know, sterilizing it. If you sand it, you probably can get most of the stuff out.
He kind of takes both of the bowls though and like puts them together and dumps the contents from one into the other and then lights the new pipe.
As you do, you feel like a little woo, a little tingle. This is definitely
Whoa.
magical, and you feel like you could blow all kinds of cool smoke tricks and smoke monsters with this pipe.
Perfect.
Why would he want to blow a smoke monster?
Hey, no king shaming.
Well, sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, sometimes it's inappropriate.
I think that one looked kind of like a tiger.
It didn't. It looked like a smoke cloud.
Can you blow a wumpus?
Excuse me, what?
A wumpus, a giant
Let me try.
tree cat that jumps down and mauls you. It's native to Hamle.
No, I can't.
Ah.
I tried.
Well, one day when we reach Hamle, I will show you what a wumpus looks like.
I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. And for you, Tomb, and she takes out a wand and hands it to Tomb.
And he reaches out his hand and takes the wand and holds it up to his mask.
I've heard that you're like, you're really good at intimidating other people and stuff, but you should know that, there's power in making people laugh and sometimes laugh until they can't do anything.
You look at
really
the end of the wand, and there's like a smiley face on it.
Yes, this will be good for interrogations.
I will be the good cop and the bad cop.
So Tombs, it's a stick. How are you supposed to use that stick?
Well, I believe it goes something like this. And he turns and points the stick at Mickey.
You slap it. It's a slapstick.
All right.
What's the save?
I'm looking it up right now.
It's supposed to be Tasha's hideous laughter, right?
No.
Yeah.
No?
Something even better.
It might be a wisdom because you're trying to resist it.
Where is the magical items in Xanathar?
I know what this is. I can't
Yeah, you
remember what- I can't
do.
remember
You
how
know
it
now.
works.
Such a little section. Eek, eek. Looking for
That's
it.
a thing?
Are all these things from Xanathar's?
Yeah,
Yes.
Xanathar's has awesome magic items.
Okay, I'm gonna go look up what the
You have
cloak
a
of billowing
cloak of
does.
billowing. It billows dramatically.
It literally, as a bonus action, you can make it billow dramatically.
Yeah.
Like,
That's all it does.
that's all it does? Is it just
Yes.
billows?
It is
Yes.
the best. It is the best magical
All right.
item.
You need to make a charisma
It's
saving
wonderful.
throw, Mickey.
Charisma, holy shit, okay. That was
23.
All right.
I am not amused.
You pass, but for a moment, like the corners of your mouth kind of like turn up in a smile, and you're like, nope. You
Oh, this
wand
is great.
smiles.
I look at Tomb and I'm like,
The smoke pipe does nothing. I love it.
it's like acid. It's just like tabs of acid that you can just dab on people.
Right.
He shakes the stick when it doesn't work.
Tomb, maybe point it at yourself. Maybe it works on you. Only you.
He makes an intelligence saving throw.
You don't want to point the barrel at yourself.
can
You never
I-
know what's going to happen.
Oh, Tom. It's probably coded to you, so it's because of the fact that you know it is. You have it and you are in tune to it. Can I roll a deception check?
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
22. Someone give me
Yes.
advantage, because then it's a nat 20.
There are
That
also
does
a bunch
make
of random crew
sense.
members just walking around.
Oh yeah, make one of them. I point to one of them. I'm like,
One of them, he's holding like a picture of his dead wife and child, and he's kind of like sniffling, and he's like crying. He's like, I miss them so much. This is the day that they died. Oh, Fiona, I'm sorry, Daddy wasn't able to save you.
And Toon points the wand at him.
All right.
And he just
He
starts smiling.
fails his saving throw, and he's like, I can't stop smiling.
This is a terrible day.
I just feel so happy.
That is very funny. And Toon will put the wand away.
it's funny because he's miserable, but no one can tell.
Mm.
He's just grinning for a couple minutes, and then he's like, oh.
Oh man, you know I was legitimately upset, but now I just feel depressed that I smiled over my daughter's death. He just jumps off the boat.
Yeah, he jumps off the boat. He's gone forever. And with that, you guys, it doesn't make that much difference though, because you notice you're pulling into the docks of Verbabonk, and he's just climbs up on a ladder and goes to.
He jumps off the boat and he lands on a dock. Damn it!
Mickey is slightly put out that Lacey didn't get him anything, ever so slightly.
Oh, she got you drugs. That was your gift. Drugs.
And a person. The
And a
company of
person.
one.
Yes. The warmth of the papoose.
Hey, I'll take it. So, what's the plan? Lacey, you're gonna introduce us to this tour guide friend you have.
I'd be very careful around this tour guide friend. I was told that his trustworthiness is, you know, he's not trustworthy like Lacey. Lacey's trustworthy, but we have to be very cautious around the tour guide.
Less trustworthy than the person who drugged me for 3 days. Wonderful.
I mean, the spirits never lie.
You're
Right.
absolutely right.
And there's like this old guy. He's like all hunched over. I never lie. What are you doing?
You're absolutely right. Spirits never lie unless they're laced with something called fate. Shall we?
We laugh and spit in the face of fate. That's why we're still around, bound for
Or
eternity.
Maybe, you know, that's your fate, to be bound for eternity.
Now listen here, you. I'm not over 1,200 years old just to hear the lip of a half-breed. Get off the boat and let's go find Vecna.
Well, I'm
Pumpkin.
half-breed. I'm A, what Tomb said. B,
I don't care. I'm 1,200 years old.
fantastic. And in 1,200 years, you haven't
like
learned
this spirit.
any manners or social skill. Or...
I am old. What do
You
you
are
expect?
I'm over this, and I walk towards the spirit, and I try to disperse him like he was a cloud again. Get out of here!
He bonks with the giant owl head staff. Punk.
I will go when I'm good and ready. Damn it! Maybe I'll stay the entire time.
Well, I hope you all are good and ready to get off me ship, because we've made port. Good people.
Oh, perfect.
With this crew.
Right. Well, you know what? I think I might stay around just in case. Damn it! Just you know.
Fantastic. So you're going to linger like a bad smell.
Like a fart.
Well, the young lord here
He's the only one who could tell me to go away, unfortunately.
Kane?
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Aitor, get the hell out of here. I have no use for you right now. In all my years, do you know that I ran an entire country?
Fantastic. You know what?
I've never had someone tell me.
Okay.
Right. Aitora, I have no more use for you. Be gone. And then he's just, and then he just kind of fades away.
Little puff of smoke.
Perfect. I don't like that one.
I'm going to...
He's crotchety.
I'm going to strawpedo half bottle of wine and get off the ship.
Are you clothed now? Have you?
Yeah, no. I will literally, just as we get off, as like we get into port, he will actually don his armor. But the entire time he's been on the ship, there's no way I'm wearing like heavy armor.
Yeah.
Right.
I wear clothes, just like no shirt. Pants.
Small clothes. Yeah.
Small clothes.
We should tear the tongue out of the tour guide and then put it back in again, like we did before.
Yes, but only if he turns on us.
I feel like we need to have the tour first.
Yes, we need to see where
so
he's
we can
going.
like gauge what he's doing, what they're doing, rather than just.
And we do the tongue at
Doing
the
that.
end.
We could figure that out later.
If it turns out to be a trap, I will let you break his jaw and rip out his tongue.
Thank you.
So,
All right, Lindy, do I know where Oakland would be hanging out?
He usually is hanging out around the docks to give, or by one of the city gates to give people coming in tours, but he's more frequently at the docks because this is a river city and it gets a lot more river traffic than it does wagon traffic. Make me a perception check, see if you can find Oakland.
Okay. Oh, there's my perception. That's good. Oh, okay. Not 20. I see
Not
all.
20. Yeah, you like, You
just the
like,
Matrix.
you look around and you're like, right there. He's right there, and he just finished up with the tour. You see him collecting some payment, puts it in his pocket, and kind of just looking around to see who he can sell a tour to next. This guy is a half elf. He's kind of got like half head shaved. He's got tattoos on him. Very like stylized tattoos. He's kind of got a little vest that's a little too snug, and then some breeches that are also a little too snug. And aside from that, he's barefoot, and he's got a lot of swagger to him.
excuse me, sir, but do you require shoes?
You see him, goes, "Oh, welcome, welcome. How can I help you, lovely people today?" He's also, you notice like his half of the hair that is kind of long and hanging down, almost kind of emo-like. It's a little greasy.
Are you
Okay.
Oakland?
Yeah, Oakland's my name. How can I assist you, lovely people? Do you need a tour? I give the best tours in the entire city.
Yes, we require a tour. A verbabonk.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, Lacey doll, is that you?
Oakland, it's so good to see you. It's been a
Lovely
while,
to
hasn't
see
it?
you. It's been what, like 5 years? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, I've been traveling with these people, and we need a tour. And she very subtly passes him 2 gold coins.
He goes, "Well, of course. I will give you all the best tour of Verbabug. We'll start with the generic one, and then if you've had any questions, feel free to ask. Over there's the Fancy Fuckers district. That's where all the fancy fucks live. And they don't really like it when I show up around there because I'm underdressed.
Because you're greasy
or
and you look
something.
like a hobo?
That's part of my charm, good sir.
Ah, yes, I'm
They're
sorry.
called the home challenged.
But I actually do have a nice little
Residentially
place
challenged.
in an alleyway, but that's aside from the point. So that's the Fancy Fuckers district. Over here, we have the docks. There's all sorts of revelry to be had here. There is drinking, there's merriment, there is, I can tell you where the clean ladies are. And Well, for those of you who might
You
be
hear that,
interested.
Mickey?
Or
The clean
green
lady.
gentlemen. I do not judge preferences. Of course.
I have Lacey's hand, or Lacey has my hand.
Yes, that's
in like
much
a
more
death-like,
apt.
death-like grip, and I literally just hold up like her hand. I'm like, I'm good.
Yes. Well, there is always plenty to go around. If you are interested, if not, just keep going. But if you are interested, just I'll show you where they're. I'll point them out. Now we're gonna go along this way, past the docks, and there are a few interesting areas in town. Do you want a history lesson of Verbabonk as well? There's a little bit.
Aye.
We've got, let's see, we recently had the Temple of Elemental Evil pop up nearby. They actually took over the city for a while, so it's a bit, dirtier than it normally would.
A temple of elemental evil?
Yes.
What element is evil?
Well, I don't really, that's what they're calling it.
What a stupid name. Why not the temple of marginally successful but yet not really evil?
I don't pick the names, I just remember them and tell them to interest.
I'd give that name a 3.5.
I
Exactly.
like it.
Thank you, Tomb.
Alright. Well, there's that. But we took the city back a while ago. And since then, the standing army of Verbabonk has been very active. So, I recommend good behavior. Otherwise, the guard's a bit finicky here.
You don't have to worry about us.
You look like quite respectable people. Yes.
Aye.
What if we were looking for information? You know what? What if we were looking to enjoy some of the occult?
Oh, shh. Don't say that word too loud here. The guards are
Oh.
especially particular to that word, but
Pumpkin.
I swear I've heard something about
Lacey
some
passes
kind
him
of-
another
Oh,
gold coin.
I remembered. There is a few shady places you can go to kind of pick up some things here and there around the city. In fact, if you're looking for a tavern to learn about some things, you could probably go to the Scythe and Sheaf. It's just south of where we hang people. It's a bit unruly.
I see.
That's you can usually, if you blend in, you can usually find out some information there. Or, if you're so inclined, I could perhaps lend my services for a small fee and acquire the information for you, as I do have contacts around town. But if we were going to be speaking of such activities, I recommend not doing it on the street. There is a rather charming inn I can recommend you stay at, though, if you're going to be in town for a while. It's called Cron Hall, and it is in Gnomeburg. It's the section of the city that has a lot of very high gnome population. There's some elves that live there as well. It's quieter on that side of town. The guards don't really go in there as much because there's not as many disturbances, so it's a bit more private, if you know what I mean.
Wait, Gnomeburg?
Yes, Gnomeburg, that's what we call it. It's this neighborhood,
I need to find a gnome.
Well, the owner of the inn of Cron Hall is a gnome named Meryl Cutterfro. She's very, very nice. I'm sure she could assist you with finding gnomes. Yes. Oakland.
One second.
Mm-hmm.
Kane,
Yes.
why the fuck do you need to find a gnome?
And I pull out the book that I got from Rory's chambers that is only in Gnomish. And I'm like, because though the comprehend language gave me a little bit of insight of what's in this book, having a proper gnome give us a common translation might be helpful.
Right. Okay. Just making sure.
We don't have the proper nomenclature. Sorry, I had to make that.
Like Nif dives back onto the screen. He has to make a pun.
Yes, always. Obviously.
I'd be wary around gnome soldiers. I'm told that they give you no mercy.
There's a lot of gnomes in Gnomeburg, and the inn owner of Cronhall, she's rather accommodating, so she could most likely assist you with anything gnome-related that you need.
Wonderful.
Where do the human sacrifices happen?
That is a very interesting question. I don't know that they do happen, but I could definitely look into it for you.
Toom and I are on the same wavelength.
That's
I'm
worrying.
very good at finding out information about around town. I am been here for quite some time, my whole life, practically, in fact. I know where to look and who to talk to. If I have specific information to obtain.
We're looking for also information of a decrepit hand and an eye.
Are you going to be doing some weird sacrifices yourself? I mean, there's a lot of old people by the docks, but I don't think that's...
You only need to know what I give you.
All right, mum's the word.
I will.
I can do that.
I will pay you as soon as I have vetted your information. But not a cent before.
All right, how about half up front, half afterwards?
I will give you quarter front, 75% after.
Sure, I can work with that.
Wonderful.
All right, and he's kind of been guiding you around, pointing out like landmarks, stuff, so you can navigate yourself around town a little bit. He leads you to Gnomeburg, so that way you could get yourself placed at an inn if you like. He points out where they do the public hangings on the way. And you do know that the Scythe and Sheath, that the unsavory tavern he mentioned was nearby. And he says, this is the inn, and while we're outside, I don't really see anyone around, you know, so what is it you want me to look up exactly? A decrepit hand and eye?
Anything that deals with a ancient group called the Cult of Whispers is what we're looking for.
Right. You see, he says it a couple of times to himself, because he's definitely not writing anything down. Like, he's looked up stuff for people before by just committing it to memory. Like one of those waiters who just says, what's your order? Okay, and then he goes and gets it.
We are doing a research paper for the Mages College over in Greyhawk.
I've heard good things about that.
Wow. And one of the topics of our dissertation to become full-fledged mages is to write a paper about the occult, and one of the things that we're severely lacking is information of the Cult of Whispers. So if you could gather us some information, that'd be great.
I will do my best. I will sniff out some rumors, and I'll wait out here for you in case you're not here. When I return, I will know to find you here. I'll leave a note. Sound good?
Wonderful.
All right.
And if you are in trouble, leave us a sigil. And he kind of draws a sigil, and he's like, just leave that in blood on the door frame, and we'll know that you're in trouble.
You know, I don't think I'll have to resort to that, but I will get right on it. And he kind of like finger crossbows and, you know, kind of slinks off to go investigate whatever information you wanted him to.
I don't trust him.
He will probably get himself killed.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go talk to Meryl and see if she can give us an exact translation of this book.
Very well.
Okay, so we go inside the inn.
Right, you go inside the inn and you see a little hostess. She's very small, petite gnome. She's got a big wooden spoon, like, into her apron. You're assuming that's probably to bop unruly guests. But most of the patrons seem to be, there's a couple of gnomes here having an afternoon drink. There's a meal. She's got, you see a couple teenage gnome boys kind of like sweeping the floor up. They look to be her sons. They're very, family resemblance is strong. And she's kind of just polishing some glasses behind a counter. She goes, oh, hello dear, how can I help you all today?
Hello there. You must be Meryl the gnome.
Oh, yes, that is me. I'm Meryl, and this is me in. Oh, there's a lot of you. Can I get you rooms for the night?
Yes.
Okay, right.
Do you have are they gnome standard size or are they standard size?
Well, a lot of out-of-towners come through here, so we have both gnome-sized rooms on the first floor, and the second floor is all larger people like yourselves.
We'll take 2 rooms.
All right.
3 rooms.
All right.
Well, 3 rooms.
Yeah, we did have a tomb room.
Okay.
You're right.
Three rooms. All right.
so.
That'll be 10 silver per room, or 5 silver per room per night. So 15 silver for today.
Okay. How much do you charge for translations?
Oh, translations. You have some gnomish. You need them.
I pick up the large textbook
good
and I
heavens.
drop it on,
That's a big.
on the.
That's a bit big of a book. One of my boys is just got out of school and he's studying to go to a college. So I suppose he could probably work on this for you.
Of course.
Copper a page.
Copper a page? Of course. And he kind of like drops down like 10 gold onto the counter.
Oh.
You'd be doing us a great service.
Oh, thank you very much. She goes, Billy, I've got some homework for you. And he's like, all right. He comes in and he says like, oh, just translate. Do you want it into common or Elvish? He only knows those two.
Common.
All right, just take a translate into common, dearie. He's like, all right, and he takes the book and kind of walks off towards like a back room. You guessing it's the kitchen?
Nice kid.
Oh, thank you. He's my own son. Now, all right, here are the keys to your rooms. They're the first
I
3 on the
hope so.
left. She's like, oh, and she hands you each 3 keys. She goes up the stairs, first 3 doors on the left. That'll be your rooms. Breakfast is included, so I serve that in the mornings.
Wonderful.
And I do cook dinner and lunch, but that's an extra charge because there's a menu and people come in for lunch
Aye.
sometimes.
We have some business around town to deal with, but we will
all right.
return later.
All right. Anything in particular you're looking for? Anything I could help with?
We're looking for apothecaries or
Oh, apothecaries. Well, there's a really nice apothecary just down the street. You could go and you see the big oak tree. You'll take a left, and then it'll be the first house on the right. She does excellent work. She's a nice old dwarfen lady, and she does a lot of tinctures and herbalism and stuff.
Do you know any stores that deal with the occult? We're
Good heavens, no, the government doesn't like that kind of stuff around here.
I understand, but do you know anybody who would have any knowledge of the occult? We're writing a dissertation for college.
Oh, how
about it.
interesting that they'd send you here. Well, I don't really think so. Although, let's see, if anybody wants to know, you could probably find it in maybe the shadier aspects of town, although most of those are just thugs. Maybe, the apothecary might know a thing or two. She's lived in town for about 300 years. So, 350
wonderful.
or so, 400. She's been around a while.
Reputable business. I like that. Okay. Well,
She
thank
just
you
probably
now.
knows some basic history. I don't know if she'd know anything specific, but she's been around. There's been a lot of goings on in town, you know.
He drops a gold piece onto the counter. Thank you so much, and we will return later.
All right, just have a good day, and we'll welcome you back soon.
All right. Well, we have the book being translated into common.
Perfect.
We should go speak to this apothecary. She's lived in town for about 3 centuries.
We should go to the temple.
Of elemental evil?
Yes, and just go inside and see what is inside there.
I'm not so sure if you can just walk right in, especially considering the amount of heavy guards around town. But
I'm sorry. You're saying that guards can stop normal people. This here is a tomb. They have ballistas and trebuchets and arbalists. We have a tomb.
and she definitely kind of ponders for a second, look to him up and down. That's I suppose if we came across anybody, that tomb would be able to take care of them, but we should be subtle about it, like we said before, and then if we could talk to them first. I'm really good at making friends with people.
Okay, so we should stop by the apothecary.
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 Yep.
That's apothecary, and see if we can stock up on some healing tinctures and whatnot, and then we'll hit up the Temple of Elemental Evil and see if we can get any information from there. Last resort, we just break in.
We can try the easy way first.
Easy? No, we tried the hard way, and the hard way is trying to get us in there without breaking in. The easy way is we just have Rogan load explosives next to the door, and he can Poughkeepsie all over that wall.
I like the hard way, but
let's try to schmooze our way in there, and
Quite sure why we want to go to this temple.
that is
I
interesting.
like the name.
You like the name, and you think that there's going to be information at the Tomb of Elemental Evil about this evil entity?
I think
May or may not be elemental in itself.
it seems a good chance.
Are we just going to switch modules from Vecna Lives to Tomb of Elemental Evil?
Well, if you were looking into cult stuff, then there is, I know for sure there's cult stuff happening over at Temple of Elemental Evil. I think Mickey said something about, you were talking to other people and trying to see information, so maybe there might be information there.
I agree. All right. Let's hit up the apothecary and see if she knows anything, and then we'll hit up the temple. And maybe we'll actually hit up the temple, or we'll actually get in there the subtle way. But we're as subtle as flies on shit. That's what you Greyhawks say, right?
Nobody says that.
Nobody says that. I was
No.
misinformed. I'm sorry.
All right. So, where to now?
Let's go to the apothecary. And then...
Very well. Lead the way.
All right, you go to the apothecary. You see, there's a nice little house set up, built from stone, and there's a sign swinging over, and it says Griselda's Apothecary, and there's a nice little smokestack coming out of the chimney, so someone seems to be home.
All right. It looks like we're here at the apothecary.
Hello. Is the
Oh, come on
the
in,
brewmaster
dearie.
in?
I am here.
We're looking for some healing tinctures,
Oh,
minor.
of course you are. You look like the
Anything-
adventuring types, you do.
We do. We definitely do. I mean, look, we have a dwarf.
Oh,
we
it's a
have a man
handsome young man. And she comes over, she kind of pinches Rogan's cheek. This dwarf lady's ancient. She's all wrinkles and gray hair a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, she likes you, Rogan.
She could keep pinching if she wants.
She goes, you're wanting some healing potions then, I see. Well,
The reds, the blues, maybe the purples. Maybe
I
the
don't think you want the purples.
What about the light cyans?
Oh, those might be doing you some good. Let's see.
Okay,
Where
the-
be you planning on going? I have all sorts of things, resistances, tinctures. I've got healing potions, all sorts of things.
We might go over to the Temple of Elemental Evil, but we are
I wouldn't recommend it. All demons and stuff in there.
we are looking for information about the occult. And I know that is illegal in this town, but we're looking for it for a dissertation we're writing for the Mages College over in Grey.
Bunch of bright young people here. I wouldn't have put you down for mages myself, but to each
What
their
are you
own.
trying to say? What do you mean then? What are you on about?
I see. Well, there's not much to say about the Elemental Evil Temple except that it's all shut in right now. The forest has pushed the demons back. And that's about all that's been going on there recently, as far as I know.
Wonderful. Have you heard any whisperings about a cult of whispers?
Oh, there's always whisperings of stuff going on. Half the town guard is just too daft to do anything about it or hear them themselves. It's like they consistently roll 5s or less on perception checks for rumors. But I've heard a few
I don't
things.
understand that reference.
It's all just technical apothecary jargon. But you see,
Ooh.
she's kind of getting some like potions and vials, and she's like got a what's the little bowl you mash stuff up in?
Mortar and
Mortar
pestle.
and pestle. She's got a mortar and pestle, and she's just crunching up some stuff. She's kind of looking at you, and just like someone that she has like a sprig of mint to one as she looks at Tomb, just to for some minty freshness.
Perfect.
And she goes, there'll be some rumors about, but nothing too particular. I try to keep out of such things. I'm not as young as I used to be. I heard that some cultists attacked a gnome settlement not too far from here. Not a couple weeks ago. Osnabrot is what it's called. They're a small, mostly religious community. But, you know, I suppose that's the kind that attracts cultists, isn't it?
And I kind of like pull out a piece of parchment that was written on, and I kind of sketch the symbol of Vecna, the hand and the eye, and I hold it up to her. Have you seen this particular symbol around?
Ooh. She kind of like, she goes and she looks at it, she goes, ooh, and she kind of like goes and finds some glasses and puts them on. Oh, I think I've seen some of the young lads and lasses running around with that kind of necklace on or tattoos. Someone came in here just a week ago asking. They had a big nasty gosh. Said he got it done mining at the nearby quarry. I fixed him up. He had a tattoo of that on him.
I see. A mine, a nearby mine. What is that mine's name?
Oh, let me think. It's a nearby quarry. They get granites and all sorts of other kind of stuff there. Let's see, where was it? Broken Bottom Mine? No, that was where my first cousin was from. She kind of like, she's thinking, and she's just kind of crunching up herbs. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a nearby quarry. I wasn't very paying much attention to him. He was a big whining, oh, this hurts. You should use some more antiseptic when you're stitching me up. Oh, you know, maybe you should be a little gentler with that needle you're jabbing in me. Or he was such a whiny little...
Crybaby.
Exactly.
If I were to show you a map, could you put a pin where the quarry would be?
Oh, my mining days are long behind me. It's not more than a day out of town, though, because he sustained the injury earlier that day.
All right. Well, we could ask a guard to know where the quarry is, and we could take a look to see if there's any cultists about there.
All right. Well, I wouldn't recommend
first-hand information.
Asking guards about cultists, they might take you in for questioning. Suspect you're in a cult yourself. You seem like nice lads and lasses, though. I don't.
I guess if you want to call a mage's college a cult, you know.
They might. They're all finicky about it lately.
Well, thank you so much. And we will take. Let's see. How many healing tinctures do you think we would need? Rogan, Mickey, Toombs,
What?
Lacey.
Sorry?
How many healing tinctures do we need?
I am.
Been given
Well,
probably quite a few.
probably a couple, yeah. I mean, like, well, I've got a couple, but I've
We'll
not
take a
seen one
12
like
pack.
this. What's this one?
Oh, those are the blues. I don't know what the blues do.
What's this one,
The
though?
blues help you with trouble.
Go on. Like what?
You know, man.
If I drink this, do I have to see how far the rabbit hole goes, or what?
If you
If you experience your gun being cocked and loaded for more than 12 hours, I would
more than 12.
come back. I would
Good
come back and
potions.
consult the apothecary.
What? All right. I'll take 3 of these, please.
All right, I'll fix you right up with some. And she kind of like hobbles over and she hands you a few bottles of the blue potions.
Perfect.
And she has some
Perfect.
some red bottles as well. There's just different sized ones. The basic
Rogan's
healing
picking them out for
tinctures.
color at this point, not really much what
Yeah.
they do.
These healing tinctures here will cost you about 50 gold a bottle. But you guys have plenty of money. You can get pretty much. You can get like a regular
That
healing
high
potion.
level money.
You have high level
High level
money.
money.
We've got that. We've
guys-
got
Level 14.
Yeah.
that level 14 D&D party privilege. It's
That's right. Where nothing matters except combat.
Yep.
You guys have like just plenty of money. You think that a basic healing potion and a greater healing potion for each of you, and Rogan gets 3 of the blue ones.
That's right.
also some green
Mysterious
ones.
blue ones.
that
Can
are-
I buy a potion without like I buy a random potion? Can
Yeah. you can
Yeah,
definitely
I just
buy
bought
a
3.
potion.
Can I roll
She-
for it just to see?
She
what-
had. She has a random potion special. It's like 1 gold for a bag, and it's like
Yeah, it's a grab bag. Oh, let's.
gra-
There is a grab
They're-
bag. I do
they're-
have a grab bag. These are.
I've
you
got
know.
this retro potion thing. You just reach into a barrel, grab one. It's gonna be they're all three gold each. So, good damn, what you gonna have though?
The mystery is the
Old and
excitement of it.
vintage. They may be aged.
Ah, you now have a degenerative disease. Ah,
You're right.
Oh, guess you'll have to come back
Aged
and get another
potions.
potion.
Are not the potions that way they were intended. Also, probably curses and diseases.
Yeah. You can
An
grab
alcoholic.
buy a whole. There's a special. There's like a grab bag of 5 potions for only 50 gold.
I buy it.
Okay.
Well,
That's not bad at all. What a deal.
Yeah,
I know,
it's,
buy
it's
a couple
real,
of
It's
those.
a real good deal.
I'm making cocktails for Lacey later.
Right.
So you got some
No.
grab bag of potions. You have no idea what they do.
Okay.
Tell me, little gnome.
I'm a dwarf. Excuse you. Just because we're short does not mean we're all the same. Just because I live in Gnomeburg.
Listen, gnome.
I'm medium.
Have you heard of
Me
pumpkin?
too. Pumpkins are out of season right now.
oh, he means Vecna.
That's
I think
terrible.
Tome's gotten to the point where like he no longer remembers that other people don't get the code words.
Really? There was a point where you remembered that? Tell me all about those days. Was I
That was
drunk through them?
Yes, most definitely. Hmm.
Well, the last time I've heard of him was about 400 years ago, 450. I was a wee lass.
So
Awkward
you,
silence.
you
There
don't
are
know
some
anything
story
about
tales
Vecna?
about him, about how he got vanquished at some festival. Something about
Okay.
his sword killing him or something. I don't remember.
Oh.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I've heard of that story actually.
Oh, you're smart,
Well, what-
girl.
Yeah, I learned about it. It's basically Vecna or Pumpkin was destroyed by his right hand man and the evil sword that he made for him. And I don't know, yeah.
She goes to college.
All right.
What do you remember the name of this evil sword?
I don't know if there's a name for the sword, but the right hand man's name was Cass or something like that. And Pumpkin and Cass both disappeared, but the sword was left behind.
It must have not been a great sword. It doesn't have a name.
Well, it's been sealed away, I think, by highly religious and powerful people, so that it wouldn't be used anymore. So that's probably why we don't hear about it.
Do you remember what religious group took ownership of the sword after Vecna fell?
Would I have any idea, Lindy?
Make me a history check. Let's see.
Okay.
I love how Lindy
Lacey
has
is
to have a
not
guest
very
come in
smart.
to help us get on the plot. So good.
You might have fallen asleep in class by that point. You do remember
Yeah.
that the sword it's so evil, it is simply referred to as the Sword of Cass.
Okay.
Very well. We will just go around asking for the sword of Cass.
I don't think that's probably a good idea.
We should have a name for it.
I like that.
The pumpkin splitter.
So far we have a pumpkin and rutabaga. Like, that's my notations list. Rutabagas lich.
I like pumpkin splitter.
Oh,
pumpkin slice.
Ooh. All great swords require heroic names. Like mine is Nesdamok.
Those are sounds.
It's ancient. It's an ancient language.
All right. I'm thinking pumpkin slice.
Pumpkin slice. All right. So I guess we should also find information about this. So we have the quarry. We have the Sword of Cass. And we have the
Temple of Elemental
of-
Evil. Quarry's about a day out. Temple of Elemental Evil is at least a few days.
Ooh, the chat suggested pumpkin carver. It's a pretty good one, Devin.
That is a good one.
10 out of 10. All right. Let's go to the quarry first. Do you know where the quarry is?
I mean, we could ask one of the guards.
All right, we could ask the guard, or we could ask the residentially challenged person, who is our tour
I mean,
guide.
he's off and away getting information, and I know Oakland is really thorough, so he probably won't be back for a while.
Right.
You know what? We could stand in the city square and yell at the top of our lungs until somebody arrives.
I don't know if we want to do that. I feel like we're gonna get locked right up if we do that.
I would suggest maybe not yelling. I mean, we can talk to them. I'm very good at talking with people.
All right. You convince the guard to help us and not lock us up.
Could I have the map?
You don't have a map yourself? You
No, I
travel
don't.
and you don't carry a map?
Well,
How
I didn't
unprepared.
say.
And he kind of thrusts the map in front of her. Whatever, take mine. What
I'll
kind
give
of
it right
person
back
travels?
once I get the information.
All right,
Better
you look,
take care,
you look at
take
the
care
map,
of it.
and what are you looking for exactly?
Well, if there's a quarry marked on it, if not, I'm gonna go find a guard and go ask.
You see that there are on the map. You don't see anything labeled directly quarry. This is like a tourist information map. But you do see that there are several like, you know what it says, resources of the area. There's like little like puffs of cotton balls for sheep and like, you know, little lumber for timber. Like, you know, it's one of those cute little maps that like makes everything all happy.
So it's like a Settlers of Catan.
Yeah,
board.
it's like a Settlers of Catan board map.
Okay. All right.
But you do see several like mine symbols on the hills to this.
Settlers of Verbabonk.
Settlers of Verbabonk. Yes. I see that there's
Alright.
actually
Okay.
several mines or quarries in the area
Okay.
within a day or two's travel.
Okay. Lacey's gonna very casually walk out and just put on an aura looking very lost.
Mm-hmm.
Tomb follows. He tries to look lost.
All right.
Yeah.
How does
I'll
Tomb
follow
try attempt to look lost? Imagine Lacey's just
Whenever
kind
he-
of just like, oh,
And whenever Lacey takes a moment to kind of act out her part, Tomb will stop and just kind of like freeze like a gargoyle, and he'll just turn side to side.
Do not worry. Kane walks out. I'm a master at this. Help me, I am foreign and I do not know these lands.
He's right.
you see, Kane, a little kid runs up to you. This kid, it's got like a potato sack dress, and she's barefoot, pretty dirty. She's like, you're not from around here?
No, I am not. I'm from.
You need help. What you looking for?
I'm looking for a quarry.
Quarry, like prey, or like a mine? What kind of quarry?
A mine. A mine.
Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
We're looking for one that you have seen. Have you seen this symbol? And he shows her the hand in the eye.
That's really freaky looking, mister.
I know, but have you seen anybody working around any of the mines or going to the mines that have this symbol on them?
Let's see. Let's see if this random
Like
ass
a tattoo.
kid has seen anything. Also, what's your passive perception?
17.
Mine is
Okay.
22.
Okay. Mickey, you see this kid, like, coming over and, like, right next to Kane and looking at the map, but their other hand's, like, going for the
I let Kane get robbed. I let Kane get robbed. Like, I was a street urchin at one point.
There's,
like
a bunch of mines, and there's a bunch of miners, and I don't really know if they have tattoos because I'm not really, they're kind of mean. Or they're really big and strong and scary, and I'm just a kid. And I'm
Why
just a
did
poor
you
little orphan
approach
kid.
me, child, if you do not know the information I
You
require?
said you were foreign, and I know the town pretty well. I don't go outside of the town. Do I look like I could survive outside for a few days? Look
You
at
don't
me.
look. You don't look like you could survive another minute.
how old is this kid?
This kid's like 7 or 8. They're
I
very
walk
small.
over and I crouch,
Smart ass kid.
I crouch down in front of him and I say, "What's your name, kid?"
My name's Molly.
Molly.
Yep.
Right.
Mhm.
And you said you're from around these parts.
Yep.
Fantastic. So, where do you live? Is it nearby?
Oh, you know, I sleep like under that tree sometimes, or on that bench. You know, it's just around.
So, Molly, you seem like a smart kid.
Yeah.
How much is it going to cost us to get a smart kid like you on our side?
Oh, well, you know, my rates are negotiable.
All right.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what.
What you want and what you offering?
I want information on this weird symbol. Okay, you see?
Uh-huh.
You look like the kind of kid who knows how to get around the place and keeps his eyes peeled for mugs. And I like subtly jab my thumb towards Kane, like idiots who, yeah, you know. So how about I keep what I just saw to myself and grease your palm, and you, well,
A child should know to help their elders regardless of money.
and you should know the basics of negotiating with the kids of the town who quite clearly run this place. Am I right? So
Children running towns.
I know it's almost as idiotic as Tomb running a town. Remember that conversation from earlier?
Tomb could run a town. It wouldn't.
Into the ground. Enough.
It would be a militant city, but it would be a functioning city. Just get a bunch of like-minded people around. You can make a town out of anything.
I look at this kid and I'm going to say, so, what are your going rates?
Well, so you want me to look for this symbol?
That's what I'm asking.
All right. Where can I find you guys? You guys can be laying low, because if you're laying low, it's gonna be harder to find you guys, get you the information.
The Gnomeberg Inn. Miss
Okay,
Narrow.
that one. Where all the foreign people stay. Cool.
This kid's 7.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So, my going rate for like information. You want me just the basics, like if I see anybody, or you want me to go like deep cover?
I hold out a gold piece and I hand it towards the child, looking at Mickey. There's another one of these in it for you if you can get us any and all information down to the finest detail.
We'll start. It's a good start. And the kid runs off.
I grab him like as he and I'm just like in a vice like him, and I'm just pulling back and I just say, I'll do you one better than that. So it's easy for you to find us. How about a room in the inn? As long as you keep me well informed, I keep a roof over your head, and don't tell the bar lady that you're stealing from behind the bar.
Deal.
I
She spits in her hand and like holds it out to you.
I shake his hand. Is it a he or a she?
It's a she.
Oh, right.
She's got
Yeah,
a little potato sack dress.
Yeah. I shake her hand and I say, pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise, and she runs off. Little feet pitter, 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 down an alley.
Adorable.
That's how you do.
Yuck. Children. They're like small, tiny, gnomish drunks. They're always sticky, always disgusting.
Right, so where to now?
Well, I've got to go rent out a room for a little shit, and
We need to find where this quarry is.
The quarry. Yes. That's what it was.
And he starts coughing because he's blown too much smoke.
Yeah,
And
you
also,
see
through
like random
surprise.
monsters just come out. Like there's like a smoke dragon and a smoke like
But
rhinoceros.
it was the one time he didn't try to make
Yeah.
the smoke animal. Yeah.
There's like a
And
rhinoceros.
like,
a
yeah, a
dragon,
perfect
and, like,
rhino
Yeah.
chasing through like a
Someone-
flock of
someone
birds.
Like,
Yep.
Mickey points to it, but as you turn, like your face like
Yeah.
disperses it, and you're like,
Well, what? Oh,
Yeah, the wind just.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm
damn it.
not meaning to presume here, but I'm thinking that if anyone makes sense to be looking for a quarry, I point to the
Oh.
dwarf.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So
I go, all right. I guess I see where this is going. It's that way.
it's like.
Wait, you just know where the quarry is? Do you have some kind of special dwarven compass that shows you every mine in the area?
Yes.
You know what? I don't
Yes, I do.
believe you.
Hey,
Okay, well, then I guess we'll never know that where the quarry is.
also I point out earlier that Kane lied to somebody, and I was fucking impressed.
What do you mean? I'd never lied. What are you talking about?
Stick to it. That's good. That's how me and Lacey first met. Stick to that lie and hold it close and fierce.
But shouldn't a relationship be built on trust?
Exactly. This is not a relationship.
But you guys make such a cute couple.
Lacey looks a little hurt that we're not a relationship.
Whoa. We are not a couple, okay? Look, Lacey, you know, hey.
Wow, way to just break her heart.
I take
Oh, boy.
I take Lacey's hand and
Oh,
like
boy.
I cut her face and I'm just like, Lacey. No.
It's all right. They're there.
And like I grab her head, and I like. Yeah, there. And then like I try to like bring it towards like my shoulder.
And just say,
There.
Lacey,
There we are. There we are, pretty beautiful lady.
Lacey, you have to understand that I'm not ready for that kind of commitment, okay?
Any commitment?
And that's
He's
hard
quite a flake.
for me as well as for yourself, because it breaks my heart as much as yours, and I wish that I was capable of being the man that you want me to be, but you don't love me because I'm perfect. And if I changed,
Don't forget to say it's not me, it's you.
if I changed, would you still feel the same way about me? I wasn't the man that stands before you.
I think it would be an improvement.
I cast
Understanding.
prestidigitation and make like violent like flashes in front of Kane's face because I'm having a fucking moment here. Screw you. And I have her hand, like one hand clasped over her hand, sort of holding it. And Lacey, you know, there'll always be a special place in my heart for you. No one's ever going to be able to replace you. No one's ever going to be able to sing better than you, cook better than you, do things that I can't mention at the moment because we're live on stream, but and sometimes you even do those things live on stream, and that's great. That's one of my favorite things about you. But I want you to understand that
It was a river. A rather large river.
I can't be that guy. Can you forgive me for that?
Lacey has big tears in her baby blues.
I bring her into like a close embrace, and like unashamedly Mickey flexes as he does it. Just sort of
I mean, I guess.
Lacey, you're amazing. Never forget that.
Okay. I would insight check that, but Lacey is too fucking psycho for this. So,
Lacey, I know that you'd never let anything bad happen to me. And you know that I'd never let anything bad happen to you. I mean, I introduced you to the people I work with. I'm trying to make strides here, but
Friends. Your friends.
what he said.
Friends. Yeah, right.
Poughkeepsie.
I
blow her head off.
I throw myself in front of Lacey, like actually, like grab her and hold her, turn my back to Rogan, just on the safe. Are we okay?
You do hear a click, but the click is actually him turning around and pointing to where the quarry is.
Are we okay?
I mean, I guess so. But I can still help you guys, right?
Of course.
Possibly the only person that can.
She beams at that.
Yeah.
You can keep the pipe.
Mickey is such a prick.
Yeah, he's such a prick.
Yeah. Yup.
You guys engineered this shit. I just turned up. This is on YouTube.
No, yeah, she brightened up, and with that, like, it's almost like a few flower petals just kind of come off of her flower crown.
I'm gonna take one of the flower petals, and I'm gonna place it sort of in a locket on my chest. I have a locket. Specifically, there's been a lot of locks of hair in that locket.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I'm gonna place it in there. I'll throw
Another
it away.
one.
Later. Yeah, literally. So I have a locket, and the locket literally, I can just be like sleight of hand with mage hand, and then be like, "But I kept a locket of your hair," and I've literally just like knit, and I'm like, "Look, you meant the world to me. I never forgot about you."
Opens it up, and there's a bunch of different shades of hair in there, and you just have to dump it out.
Take one, like hold it up, like trying to get the color
Yeah,
right.
the
Like,
color right.
There we go. So yeah, I take it and I place it in the locket on my chest.
Awesome. What does Lacey do about this? She just let it slide for now.
She's totally heartbroken, but she
Oh.
knows that she'll always be able to find Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Always, always.
Always. Watching you, always. That song. Every breath he takes, every move he makes, you'll be watching him.
Yeah.
I also now, when scrying is fixed, I can scry on her and avoid her.
It's true.
I'm a genius. Mickey's actually quite smart.
Nice.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
So,
We didn't think about that at all.
No, we did not.
Lacey at this point said, I mean, I can help you guys. I can stick around here, or I can maybe go talk to some people, try to get some more information.
hey, if there's one thing that I know about you, it's that nobody could resist you. Why don't you go have a chat to some of the locals, but don't go breaking my heart now.
Nice. Oh, boy.
Scumbag 101.
Oh boy.
Mickey's such a playa.
Playa.
Playa. All right. And Rogan, you made a survival check. You look around and you see over the city wall that there's like a bunch of hills, maybe even considered small mountains, all to the south, southwest, a little bit to the southeast. You assume that the quarries are going to be in that direction where the
Yeah,
stone
I see a
mountains are.
scattering of marble and other things just off in the distance, and if there's only any and of course a beaten path off that way, and I deduce that in that direction would be the resource of stone that they would probably
Yes.
be mining.
There are many
That way
quarries,
there.
according to the map, and many little mines. But you do see, you do assume it is in that general direction.
Right.
Your dwarven senses are tingling.
My dwarven eyes.
What do your dwarven eyes see? Oh, stone. It's the mine. Boom. All right. And do you guys head out? Well, you said Mickey was going to go back and buy a room for Molly at the inn. Does anybody else go with him? Do you go as a group, or does just Mickey run off real quick?
I'll take Lacey back with me if she wants to just walk alone for a bit and
I guess
make sure she actually leaves.
I guess we're just we're waiting for Mickey.
Okay. Mickey and Lacey head back to the inn. And you procure a room. As you enter the common room, though, you see Oakland, his feet kind of kicked up on a chair, enjoying a pint. He sees you two enter and he goes, "Just the people I was wanting to see. I've got some information for you all. Lovely people."
Ah, yes.
It's the kid?
No, it's
this is
Oakland's
Oakland.
the-
Oakland,
Home challenged.
Yeah, the
I knew
residentially
I
challenged.
knew you'd be able to get all the information to Oakland so quickly too.
I'm very good at what I do. Very good.
Oh, I know that.
Well, go on.
What do you know?
All right. Well, perhaps we should step outside because he kind of gestures to the other people in the inn, and he steps outside, kind of around to the side where it's like an alley with little dumps, little garbage pails, and a couple trees growing. The Gnomeburg is actually looks a lot more like a park than a part of the city. There's a lot of greenery here. He's like, all right, so I've done some digging. And ask some questions, very subtly, of course, around town, and I've discovered that there is indeed a cult of the Whispered One, cult of Whispers, lurking about. They have a little headquarters, apparently, in an abandoned quarry out the side of town.
Ah.
Which quarry?
It is an abandoned quarry. It was once referred to as, the Low Road Quarry, as it was off of the Low Road. Most of the others are further in, but this one is only about a day's travel away. But I've
All right.
confirmed that there has been some definite activity there, lots of miners coming in from quarries, but they don't work with many of the main mining companies, you see. And so I've deduced that where they were coming from, it had to have been this abandoned one that closed down a few years ago, but there's been rumors of people coming in and out of it. They thought someone has purchased it, but I looked in the city records and no one indeed has. So that sounded awfully suspicious to me. So obviously there must be a cult there if they're all having matching tattoos of symbols and whatnot, and they're all going to and from this very abandoned place.
Okay. Well, we'll go check out that quarry immediately.
Excellent. But if you leave now, you can probably get there just after midnight.
Wonderful.
Good.
The witching hour.
Yes, so I've been told.
Now, if anyone asks of us, will you sell our information to them so easily as you sold the cult of pumpkins?
You're a friend of dear Lacey. Why would I ever? I don't even know you people.
Does
I
Sir
wanna let
Tim
you-
believe?
Make me an insight check.
Oh yeah, one of the many things he's great at.
Right.
A 2.
21.
You don't think he's gonna tell anybody. He seems to be genuinely friend. Like he likes Lacey. He don't want to piss her off.
I add him to the list of people I'm buying a room for. I'll buy him a room for a week.
Mm-hmm.
If we find out that anybody else knows where we're going, I will take this large armored man. Now I'll just give him a look. And this look means that he's going to shove his gauntleted hand into your mouth and tear out your tongue.
Will you show me that look again so I remember it?
And I kind of look at Toombs.
Oh,
It's
yes.
just literally, you just look normally at him.
You look at him. Nod.
I will remember that.
I'd rather enjoy my tongue where
There
it
better be
is.
always an expression on Kane's face when he looks at Tomb from here on out. Otherwise, things will get bloody.
I'd rather enjoy it where it's currently residing in my mouth. So I will definitely not be saying anything. Okay,
Good.
you're friends of Lacey, you're friends of mine, and I don't sell out friends.
Oh, I hope not.
Definitely not.
Because we will maim you, and we'll leave you battered and broken
I
in the gutter.
got your
Hey.
point the first time.
They're a little over
Very,
dramatic.
very zealous
Yes.
individuals. They're enthusiastic. Yes, I can see that. I'm going to get a drink.
Let us go kill these cultists.
Mickey holds up a hand to them and is like, "Can you stop embarrassing me in front of my girl's friends? It's really."
Itora like
Your
coalesces.
girlfriend.
I told you he couldn't be trusted at all. Look at him. He's not even wearing
There's a
shoes.
ghost. I'm going to be leaving. I'm getting a whole bottle of vodka.
Listen, A, I'll buy you a bottle, and B, let me buy you a room at this place. Put a roof over your head.
You're too kind.
Ah, bribery. You see that, young lord? You could learn a thing or two from him. You gotta grease the palms to make the wheels turn.
No. We are not friends. This is not no. This is. I will not have you endorsing me.
Oh, fine. He's a little shit. And he kind of like disapparates.
Ask your mother. I'm not that little. So,
Itora coalesces again. No. Ash, your mother. And he kind of disapparates.
Kane.
What? I can't control
Why do you
that.
hang out with those people?
It's not like I have a choice.
Well, just don't. Just go the other way.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Just
Dude,
Just don't do it.
I pull out the sword. I am bound to this. I am literally not able to get rid of this. He takes Nezabok, and Nezabok is like this beautiful obsidian sword. It looks like it was crafted from stone, and he throws it across the end, and then all of a sudden it blinks right back into his hand.
Oh,
You are cursed.
Something like that, yes.
you can't be disarmed.
No one has tried and succeeded.
Ah. All right.
And as you
Shall-
guys are you headed out towards the quarry?
Aye.
And discussing this. All right, Lacey, what are you doing? What do you do?
So right before everyone leaves, they said, I'll be sticking around here, get some more information, make sure, nobody is being too suspicious. But thanks for letting me come along. It's been fun, interesting. And she goes around and she gives everyone a kiss on the cheek, perfectly lipsticked, and gives all of you bardic inspirations.
Nice.
Ah, nice.
The D10.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I will say, because Lacey is the epitome of stalker chick, this will last, instead of the normal 10 minutes, through the entire next episode. So,
Yes.
And
I'll allow it.
yeah. And Smith said, "Oh, and Mickey, I did get you a gift. It was when we first met up. It's so that we always know where the other one is." And she taps a necklace that she's wearing. That's basically, those fucking like friendship necklaces. That's like half a.
Half
She
a
has
heart?
one half.
But he's not wearing the other half.
I begin patting myself down. I'm like, kinky.
Where is the other necklace? Aren't those necklaces supposed to come in pairs?
That's for me to know. And for hopefully just Mickey to find out.
Mickey, I want you to scout. I want you to find your. Do you have any scars? Any stitches? Does she implant something in you?
Kane will like Mickey turns to Kane and is like,
Oh, shit,
rolls up
maybe.
his sleeves, and he is like tattoos, scars, but burn marks from like powder magazines going off and shit.
You are fucked. I have no idea where one scar begins and the other one ends. I can't help you to dislodge this tracking device.
If you wore your armor more often, you would have less scars.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be walking around in the new
Naked all the time.
Right, enough. I turn around and I'm gonna pull Lacey close, and in a tender moment, Mickey will say, "You've always looked out for me. You make me feel safe." Because despite all of it, that's actually partially true.
She can't have you dying on her. Who else is she gonna stalk?
Yeah, exactly.
And with that nice embrace and Lacey staying behind to get some information, the rest of you all headed out towards this abandoned quarry, which Oakland has been so kind as to mark on your map for you. That is where we are going to call it for this wonderful Vecna Lives episode of Greyhawk, Karma. I feel like that was a very fitting name as Lacey Karma entered, and a bunch of stuff happened. There was an intervention, we got some information.
Perfect.
Yep.
A very fitting title. So, we're going to go around to everybody what you thought of today and where we can find you online. Let's start with Don.
This episode is really funny. I really liked Lacey Karma a lot, and I liked how uncomfortable Mickey was the entire time. Excellent.
That was the goal.
Yeah, it flew by. It always flies by. I always have a lot of fun. Really can't wait for next week to go quarry digging, cultist busting, whatever happens there. You can find me on Twitter at Donathan Fry, where I'll tweet about all the different games I play, all the different things I write. I do a lot of different stuff. Check out tomorrow, Wednesday, 4th of July episode of Call of Cthulhu on Encounter Roleplay at 1 p.m. I don't know what Will has in store, but I have a feeling it's going to be patriotic.
I hope so. All right. Myth.
Oh, man, what a really fun episode. I was saying during the break that it was, the whole first half, we didn't do really anything besides just banter for that whole time, which was a lot of fun, and I loved every moment of it. Thank you, Kiana, for coming by and hanging out with us today. Yeah, it was just really, really good stuff, and I'm excited for next week with our abandoned quarry hunting and all that such. My name is Mythematic. I am a roleplay streamer and voice actor here on Twitch. You can follow me over on my channel, or you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Mythematic, where I can keep you posted about everything I'm doing and when I'm doing it. Thank you once again, Greyhawk channel, for the opportunity to play along with you guys. So thank you.
Awesome.
And thank you, Chad, for hanging out.
Yeah, chat's awesome, as always. Zippy.
Hi, I'm Zippy Zippo. You can find me on Twitter at gaming.exp, and you can find me here on Twitch at Zippy_Zippo. I bounce around to different channels playing a bunch of tabletop RPGs, but when I'm on my channel, we do a lot of variety gaming. I'm sorry I showed up late. Windows updates, man.
Windows was
literally took 2 hours. Like, how does a Windows update take 2 hours? I have no idea. Anyways, I always have fun here. It was fun playing with Josh. We actually enjoy each other's company more than Kane and Mickey actually do.
Oh my god! Like I would say right now, Zippy is one of my favorite role players I've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
Like genuinely, I love him to pieces.
But I absolutely love that Kane and Mickey just don't get on at all. It's wonderful. But yeah, that's me.
All right, Josh.
My favorite part of the episode was when Mickey went downstairs and everyone went, "Well, we got him good. We trolled him really hard." that made the entire episode for me. That was the best moment. Yeah. Myself, I am Josh, also sometimes known as Encounter Josh. You can find me in an hour's time over on Encounter Roleplay, where I'm going to take out all of my frustrations at this party on players who have just witnessed. There was just a huge explosion. the prince's royal carriage has just been blown to smithereens. Someone has potentially died in the carnage. They're a long way from home and trying to unravel a conspiracy. And I have a sneaking suspicion all of them have forgotten what the day is, because they have one day to make it 2 days back and report before the coronation of the king, who potentially might have just been blown up. Whoa!
Yeah.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, our fantastic, wonderful guest of this evening, the one who played Lacey Karma, Kiana.
Hi. Oh, that was so much fun. I enjoy watching the show a lot on Tuesdays, so when Lindy messaged me being like, hey, do you want to be a guest and be Mickey's ex-girlfriend? I was like, yes. Yes, sign me up.
I can't wait for this to become a running thing. I'm going to have to deal with so many ex-girlfriends and boyfriends just coming and...
Yeah. Well, you weren't here last week, and I was like, Mickey went on a bender. Mickey went on a bender. And I had a wonderful, horrible, evil idea.
Yeah, and it was mostly just Lindy and I sitting down and being like, okay, who's this character? Oh, she's his ex-girlfriend. What if she was his stalker? What if her last name's Karma, because he was a stalker too? We're going with this. So... it was super fun getting to be obnoxious as all hell and make Josh uncomfortable throughout the entire episode. But
all I knew when I came in is like, we're making Josh uncomfortable. It's like, okay, we got this. Let's do it.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But yeah, if you like what I do, I am over on Twitter at KennaS, which is the best way to find out what I'm doing, because I am all over the internet during the week, doing role-playing games, podcasts, all that fun stuff. Again, love the show. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me. Thank you, Greyhawk. Thank you, chat. Can't wait to see how you guys are going to deal with all this stuff next week while I'm in chat. And maybe plotting stuff with Lindy at some later point. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Mickey might want to find that thing that's on him. Just FYI.
I'm going to.
Hidden really well. It'll be great. Be an adventure. Be like, you'll get one investigation check per game to see if you can find this other half of the heart necklace.
Can I roll now? I know we've ended, but can I roll one now?
No! Gotta start next week. But this has been super fun. Super duper fun. You didn't find it. I have a blast every week with all you wonderful people, and Kiana and I had a lot of fun going, So, the goal is to make Mickey as uncomfortable as possible while ingratiating herself to the rest of the party, because to everyone else she's gonna be really nice, but Mickey knows the truth. Mickey knows how crazy she is. And I got that was hilarious.
Cloak of billowings.
Yeah, you got it. And it was also a fun way to dish out some neat little mundane magic items that I love those things. I think they're so much fun and add a lot of flavor to potential encounters. But you can find me here every Tuesday on this channel for the next month or two, doing Vecna Lives, because it's awesome and we're making some good progress, guys. This is great. You guys are starting to track down the cult. Little breadcrumbs have been dropped. The wheels are in motion. Cannot wait to see what happens next week. You can follow me online at LaughLoveLindy on the Twitches and the Twitter. I do all sorts of stuff. I actually have a schedule posted because I was an adult and actually made a schedule and pinned it to the top of my Twitter feed. So you can actually see all the places I'm going to be this week, and it's really a lot of fun. I'm actually going to be playing with Dawn tomorrow hit my knee on my desk. Dawn tomorrow on Encounter Roleplay, and you also find me and Myth playing together during Fate of Cthulhu this Friday on Little Red Dot channel. That's super fun. I'm super excited to test out the new system. I'm gonna be playing a super cyberpunk hacker chick, which is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. But also, if you haven't already, please follow this awesome The Greyhawk channel, which has brought us all together here to play today. They're super awesome, wonderful people. Thank you everyone who donated bits and subbed. Again, if you subbed, check out below for the Discord link. It's sub only, but you will be able to get in, and a lot of times after some of the shows, certain crews will chat afterwards. I have to prep for my game that I'm DMing on my channel tonight, so I will not be there. But this evening, I believe there is another game going on. It is called The Dying Kingdom. It's from 9 to 11:30 p.m. on this channel, so check that out. There's a bunch of shows. Check out the schedule below as well. You all are wonderful, awesome people, and we're going to go give Scraticus a raid because he is playing some awesome games right now. So thank you all, everybody, so much. You are awesome and wonderful. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Verbal bonk.
Bye-bye.